Yay, we're back with more Sonic Radio. It's time for more Sonic Mania. Yippee.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, we're back with more Sonic Mania. Yay, yippee.
We got the gang back together.
Yeah.
Well, because you guys want to see Woody.
Well, I just want to know how this plays out. And apparently you've installed a bunch of other mods too.
I mean, not as... I've only put in...
I only put in the mods that add Pingus.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly the same, but I have the Knuckles thing on and a couple other Knuckles things, but...
Is today just gonna be a fucking meme?
Sort of, yeah. It's not gonna be that different from the regular Mania playthrough, but I just thought it'd be funny. Still.
I don't know, man. I don't think anything is gonna beat the fucking Homer chainsaw sound effect from yesterday.
Oh, that's still there.
Can't be bothered to fix it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry I pointed out that cursed tail sprite.
Yeah, this is your fault. This is your fault.
I'm sorry. I'm not the first one to point it out.
Damn, boy.
God, he is 8 years old.
Okay, let's just get
We're going
shit
to hell.
started.
Why y'all drawing attention to a man's fluff?
Oh my god. We're going to hell, all of us.
You first.
I'll be there to greet you at the gates.
Alright, so we're
Anyways.
doing Knuckles and Knuckles featuring Woody
Knuckles. Oh.
and Woody.
Knuckles and Knuckles mode featuring Knuckles from Knuckles the Echidna.
Yep. They changed this opening scene. Didn't they?
Oh wait, they gave him his own opening scene?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Was that always a thing, or did they add that
I think
in
it
later?
was. I think it was.
Yeah. It's been a while since I last played Knuckles mode.
You know, I once sat down
There he
and
is!
worked a whole
There
bunch
he
of Sonic
is!
R. Oh, the Knuckles.
The Woodies.
I once worked a whole bunch of stuff on Sonic R, and the one thing I did that I think is most relevant today still is adding an and Knuckles mode to Sonic R.
So what would that do?
Hey, basically, you know how when you play the game, normally you race other characters?
Oh, you would
Yeah.
just race a bunch of Knuckles?
Yeah, it's just all Knuckles.
Well, I mean, like, he is, like, the best character in the game, so...
Oops, all echidnas.
Oops. Well,
Yeah.
Sega doesn't want that anymore.
Sonic R and Knuckles mode. It's a
That sounds like-
code that you can use
that sounds like
in
Ken
the,
Penders.
Sonic
Yeah.
R mod loader.
Oh my god, I was gonna make the Ken Penders joke. Unfortunately, I don't think we can talk about him without risking a lawsuit.
No.
Man, fuck Ken Penders.
He's a poopy head.
He
Also-
is a big stinky.
Also, another reason I couldn't get into the Archie comics.
Yeah. Just read the Mega Man
Yeah,
and Sonic crossover, you'll be fine.
There's been a lot of times where people have tried to get me to read them, but I sat down one day and tried to read them for like a couple hours. I think I read through like 15, 20 issues or something. And I was just like, this really just isn't that good. Like,
I think
Just
you
read
have
just-
Just read the
Okay,
Mega
Chief.
Man Archie comics, and then read the Sonic and Mega Man crossover.
Chief Freak, I need to ask you something. Did you grow up watching the Sat AM cartoon?
yes. I actually had that fancy, what is it? The box
Was it-
set with all the fan art on it.
I
actually
had
watched
those
that.
too. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because my dad pulled out like this whole like DVD like folder thing. You've seen this before, where you put like all your DVDs in, like the sleeves and stuff. Well, I found a bunch of the Sonic Sat AM discs in there with the fan art on there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe had you grown up with the Sat AM cartoon, you probably would have enjoyed the Archie comics a lot more. But yeah,
Nope. Still thought they're kind of lame.
Yeah.
Sat AM is just good, but
Yeah,
the Archie
Sat-
comics are just worse than the Sat AM cartoon.
You know,
That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
I am a Chad Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog enjoyer, so
I mean, I am too, but for I think for different reasons than what the actual show is.
I think the only good Sonic TV shows are Sonic Boom for its comedy, and Sonic Prime is pretty decent, I guess.
I heard mixed things about it being really boring.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Why did they
kind
call
of-
it that? Is it because is it because like the show's tone is not what it should be, or if it's just the animation style?
I don't know.
Yeah, why do people? I'm confused about that too. Why do they call it Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Well, I was wondering why it was too, because you said it, so I thought you knew.
I don't know. I'm just
Just regurgitating internet memes at us. Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But regardless, I kind of noticed that we haven't mentioned Sonic Underground yet.
I think there's a
that's
reason.
Because, I mean,
I've never seen it besides the
actually watched
memes.
Underground? Okay.
I have
Yeah,
never seen it either.
I sat down one day when I was like 15 or 14 or something and watched through the series because it's not that long.
No, it's not long, but
It only had like 2 seasons.
It's just not a Sonic cartoon. I don't know how to describe it. It's like some sort of fantasy, like post-apocalyptic drama that's like told with Sonic characters, but it's very evident that they're not supposed to be Sonic characters.
yeah. And Knuckles
It's
is
just
slapdashed in
wrong.
there for no reason.
Yeah, and I mean, Jaleel White, you could tell he was like his voice work is getting a little bit late. Let's put this in the late Jaleel White was not as good as
Early,
the-
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been doing it for most of the 90s, so.
So yeah, it's just not good. Like it's all to it. It's just not good. There's a lot of weird stuff in it. It's got some good music sometimes.
Well, I mean,
Not always.
that was the whole show's gimmick, you know.
But then it
Right.
wasn't like, then it's not Sonic anymore. It's just like, why have that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just like, I don't know how that got greenlit, to be honest, but you know, you do you, Sega.
Probably just
90s
marketing.
Sega collabing with
Probably just marketing
yeah,
reasons.
Sega
you know?
Deep. Ooh, that was
These
close.
nuts.
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to pronounce it Deep because the alternative is
These nuts.
and now I think about it, Deep had a lot of hands in the video game cartoons.
Yeah, that was their whole shtick in the 90s, I guess.
Are they still around or did they dissolve?
I'm sure they
Yeah.
either Walter bought out at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, you're
Rubber
near
duck.
next to the
Obviously,
balls.
nobody here has mentioned Sonic X either.
Well,
Well-
Sonic X is like, well, I've done actually research into it. I want to say like earlier this year.
I have watched both versions of it. All the
I've
way
technically
through.
watched both versions, but kind of like abridged.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
I will say
they-
the Japanese.
it's not even that good in the Japanese dub, but
No,
I'd say it's
a lot
little
of
better.
a lot of the flaws of Sonic X come down to bad choices for how they set up the world and how they set up the characters. It's not really like a lot of its flaws just purely come from that, I think, and not so much like the characterizations of any of the characters or anything like that. It's just that they put a lot of focus on a bunch of characters that nobody cares about.
Right.
Also, I just
Like-
want to point out, did you change Knuckles' victory animation?
yep,
Because I swear,
it's the laughing Knuckles from Sonic 3, which
Also,
is,
why-
I feel like is more fitting.
What a strange choice.
also, why is... I never noticed it until now, but why is Knuckles more of a hot pink than red in this game?
It's just the way the colors are saturated in this game.
I don't know. I actually kind of prefer this look for Knuckles over the Sonic 3 sprite. Honestly, for the record, he's always been a little pink, even in the Genesis game. So
hang on, let me look at the official art for Knuckles back then.
I mean, don't ask me, I'm colorblind,
I'm
so-
referring to this. I'm referring to the sprite arts, not the official artwork. But he's always been very pink. He was very pink in Knuckles Chaotix as well.
Well, that game was just colored barf, you know.
Yeah.
Right. But the sprite work in that game was
It-
generally.
it's still really good, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
wait,
colors
Cheap
are
Freak.
like
Cheap Freak, I need to ask. When you put Knuckles in CD, what shade of red was he?
It was basically just one. Well, I didn't write the Knuckles code, but it was just a 1-for-1 copy of his Sonic 3 sprite. Why?
Oh, okay. Thought you
I
had to
don't
change
think-
the color palette.
I don't think his sprite was that different for Sonic 2, like when you put Sonic 2 on top of Sonic and Knuckles, right?
Yeah. The thing with Sonic CD is that the game engine actually supports a double-sized palette. So what we would do for different characters, whenever people would add characters, is we would just enable double-sized palettes and then add the colors necessary to make the character render properly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Interesting.
Tails. That's what the game did for Tails as well. Like that's why it supports double-colored palettes. So you can actually just add whatever colors you need to the game on demand. Really, it's just
I'm learning a lot of technical things about Sonic games.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Something about, I don't know, there's just something about Sonic games, you know, in their...
It's kind of amazing that it uses palettes at all, given the fact that it's a custom game engine. You'd think it would just be like, oh, just load a PNG file, who cares?
And that, like, I don't even know if that's even... Is it that much change? Like, I know they made it better than...
It is. It uses non-colored GIF files, monochrome GIF files for the sprite images.
Yeah, but you couldn't do that on like a Sega CD-ROM, right?
Right. Although keep in mind that the GIF files themselves just have a copy of the game's palette loaded, so that they render the colors in the GIF files.
Oh, okay.
So it's like editing graphics for Sonic 3D, Sonic 4, or Sonic. Well, I should have used 3 Sonic. When I think of Sonic 3D, I think RSTK 3, and then I think for Sonic 1 and 2, RSTK 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically editing graphics for both those, you use a program called Graphic Tail, which is a Japanese sprite art freeware program.
Okay.
Works pretty well. And it even supports loading the palettes from the game, so...
Nice.
Yeah, so basically the reason why they did palettes
is
easier, I think. For like effects like shimmering the super forms or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just to do that than it is to try to animate every sprite. So.
Oh my god.
Knuckles, yeah, I was going fast.
Yeah. I've never seen Knuckles glide that quickly before.
We have a lot of space here, so...
You know, usually when it comes to alternate characters in this game, I think Mighty's my favorite. Because he can just...
It's a toss-up for me, really. They all play the way I want, so...
I don't know, something about Mighty's just fun. He's impervious to spikes, for one.
Well, yeah, the spikes thing is cool. And then...
It's kind of dumb that they got rid of his wall kick.
Yeah.
I feel like that... yeah, that would have been fun to use.
All he has is a ground pound, really.
Codename Gamma made a mod that added it back in. I don't know if it will work.
I need to find it before I do the
I'll be honest with you,
playthrough.
I don't even know where the hell to get Codename Gamma's mods aside from like subbing to their Patreon.
Oh, that sucks. That's I hate when people do that, but
I don't know. Codename Gamma, all they do now is like make like crowd control mods. That's it. It's like.
I know the crowd control support's been getting a lot bigger recently, so that's...
I don't know. Honestly, I think that crowd control is like a one-trick pony, and like once you've seen it once, you've seen it with everything.
Yeah.
It's like, there's only so many times where someone can redeem the little pixie cat in Sonic Mania before you're like, okay, I get it. You know?
When like Super Mario 64, it just feels like, you know, it's like Kaizo Mario, but people control the bullshit for you.
Right, but at a certain point, it just becomes noise, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know. Ray the Flying Squirrel is great for speedrunners, though.
Well, yeah, he's just the Mario World cape, and that already breaks Mario World, so...
Keep the rhythm up, you can just skip the entire level.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're going too fast.
Oh no, it should slow down.
If there's one thing I'd still like to see added to CP at some point with Mighty and Ray, I think that's like...
they'd be fun.
It's doable, for sure. It's just a lot of infrastructure needs to be added to support 2 more characters and all that. It's not impossible, though. It's just a lot of work.
Been done yet.
Yeah. Well, I think somebody was making a Mighty and Ray mod already, but I don't know where the project went on that. Everything with the RSDK community is really disjointed and like all over the place, and not only that, but like the community like expects people to like download and install like Visual Studio or whatever to build the thing themselves if they want to play as brainy.
Okay.
If Sega was gonna go after RSDK, they would have already.
Right.
It's fine. It's just like you don't need to go this far. Okay, like the only game I can understand maybe that about is like, oh well, Sonic Mania is like a recent game, so like maybe having a decomp with Plus in it and everything available actively is like that could be a concern. But like people can already just download the decomp and play it, so I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
He even has the jumping sprite.
He has he doesn't have every animation to match, but like it's close enough. And the sprite's really muddy, but it's funny.
Oh my god. I remember seeing a mod that replaced the Heavy King with fucking Boom Sonic.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh my god. That entire project imploded on itself. It was like Sonic Mania repainted or something like that.
Are you talking about like the meme repainted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently there was some like drama behind the scenes. I'm not gonna get into it.
Drama and Sonic fandoms.
I know
That's
nothing
never
about
happened
the
before.
game's repainted crew. Aside from that what they do is not that impressive actually. It's very like a lot of it's just like Dolphin. Oh, enable texture dump mode. Okay, now
Right,
insert
yeah,
moves
it's like-
into the textures. It's like,
Don't you just
okay,
upload? Don't you just
congratulations.
upload images or something? You know?
It's literally like it just when you enable dump textures mode on Dolphin, it just dumps all of the game textures into a folder, and then you can just edit those textures.
Yeah.
And then move them to the texture load folder, and then there you go. Now you have a repainted game. Congrats.
Yeah, I could probably put something in Mario Galaxy if I wanted to right now.
I did. This is a little bit more high effort, but I went in Mario Sunshine. For fun, I ported the higher quality like M painting graphics from the Switch version.
Oh yeah, just
so
the higher
they could
res.
load them- Yeah, they could load them as a texture pack. As a result of that, though, I learned how Dolphin handles those, which is it renders every frame of the FMV as a texture. So I was like, what if I put the stick bug meme in there? And I, you like walk up, Mario
just walk
walks
up to,
up
like,
to the
the
M
Aqua
painting,
Hills.
and it gets stick bugged. Shadow Mario stick bugged Mario.
Oh my god.
Why are you like this?
You just
I
walk
guess
up to Rico Harbor's warp and like I was like, oh look, there's a meme.
Yep.
Got the damn fifth. Wait, is this the damn fifth Chaos Emerald, or is
I think this is the
fourth one?
fourth one.
No, you. Huh. All right. Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, that's the damn fifth Chaos Emerald.
okay.
I could have sworn the fifth Chaos Emerald was the one everyone like had trouble with back.
I
in
think
the day.
6 was the one I had the most trouble with.
Really, I had the most trouble with 4. I think.
Oh, how fitting! The damn fourth Chaos Emerald.
Don't really remember too much other than that. Everything else. Is
Me either. Like I know I struggled on some of them like the first time, but that's just because you're unfamiliar with them.
I think
first.
special stage. I think special stage 3 and 5 and encore mode are kind of a pain.
Yeah,
Oh my
the encore
God.
the encore mode ones are a lot harder.
I mean, it's fitting because
It's not that bad though.
No, it's not that bad. It's just they are harder for sure.
Also really harder. Also a lot harder to get to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how many lives am I gonna have by the end?
49.
I'm guessing more than that. Knuckles' whole shtick is going to weird places and getting free lives. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess more than Sonic, but only marginally so.
Yeah.
Like 55 or 57.
55 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna lowball it this time. No funny numbers.
I could have
Even
reached
though
it if I wanted to, but. I don't
Wait,
know.
there's a giant ring down there?
Yes.
What the fuck?
There's always giant rings at the bottoms of those.
Oh my god.
I mean, not
I
in
never
Sonic
knew-
2 for obvious reasons, but yeah, there's one down there for this game.
Oh my god.
This is why I have most of them done by, this is why I have all the Chaos Emeralds by Chemical Plant Act 2.
Depends. Are you gonna use Super Sonic or not? Or Super Knuckles, I guess. Whatever.
I might. Like, I use Super Sonic a little bit, but not too much. But I'll probably use Knuckles a bit, or Super Knuckles a bit.
I only use this. I only use the super form for the Titanic Monarch Act 1 fight.
Yeah.
Cause fuck that boss. I hate it in Sonic 3. I hate it here.
Like, it's not, like, the first form is still hard, but the second form is a lot easier than it was in Sonic and Knuckles.
There's some really silly shit you can do involving bonking off of the sides of the level.
Yeah,
In this
like, I know how weird the bumpers are.
Yeah, you can basically instantly win any special stage by doing stuff like that. It's just like you have to know how to do it. And
Right. I don't know how to do it. I feel like with how semi-slippery the controls are, I feel like it's not responsive
it's
to
very
me.
I'm sure it's very consistent if you sit there and hunker down and learn the trick, but
Yeah.
it's just like one of the things where like, what am I gonna do? Enable debug mode and just load the same special stage over and over again?
I mean, you can just. I mean, it's like learning how to backwards long jump. You just practice it.
Backwards long jump, I feel like isn't that hard because all you have to really do is just mash the A button. It's just that when you're doing it in like a very concise run, you have to like, you know, time it better. Like, anybody can do a backwards long jump even if they're playing casually. It's applying it to speedruns that's difficult.
Well, I think actually taking advantage of BLJ tech is a little bit more involved, but
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I swear, Mario 64 speedrunners are like a different breed of human being.
My former manager at my last job, he used to speedrun Mario 64. And he brought it, like, one time he came over to my house, he brought his Nintendo 64, and he has like a Game Shark mod for him to like load any level and like reset any time so he can practice speedrunning.
Nice.
I have dabbled in Mario 64 speedrunning briefly.
I feel like you have to give up your humanity to like master Mario 64 speedrunning.
I don't know. I feel like there's like just a certain level of skill at the game. Once you're there, it's really just like, oh, you just need to practice fundamental mechanics repeatedly, so you can do the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
It's basically just a lot of tricks. Honestly.
It's basically how many tricks can you pull off in a row, you know?
Yeah, I used to help Sonic Adventure speedrunners learn the speedrun for that game a little bit.
That game looks like it's like, even though Sonic Adventure is like really glitchy and probably easy to get out of, you know, clip through stuff, I feel like it's hard to do that sometimes. Like I tried doing the ice cap skip, like you skip the whole snowboarding section.
Oh, I've done it many times.
But I've tried it in DX a lot and I could not get it done.
Basically, I learned all the speedrunning tricks in that game, and then never did an actual speedrun.
Yeah, I'm trying. Is it possible to? Is that possible to do in the Dreamcast version?
The Dreamcast version and DX versions have very different glitches.
Yeah.
Because they completely changed how collision works in DX.
I would assume that the DX version stuff applies for the PC version, even if you do Dreamcast mods,
it's interesting.
right?
It's interesting, actually. The Dreamcast conversion actually fixes a lot of the problems with the physics.
Okay.
Like manually, hand debug fixes those things, a lot of them. So it actually does control more like the Dreamcast version, and unfortunately though, it's actually way better at collision than the Dreamcast version also. So it just like fixes Sonic Adventure more generally.
So I'm assuming people don't use that for speedruns then.
No, there's virtually no. The only thing people use, like, you don't use mod loader stuff for is like
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but like, I fucking love the better SADX mod so much. Like it, oh my god, already fixes one my favorite Sonic game. Just makes it better.
Should be the last one.
Like I think I've explained this before, but did I ever tell you guys why why I started the Better SADX project? It was literally just like,
I remember you told me like a bunch of times on stream.
I don't think you've ever told me.
You probably haven't told Blue Hunter, but yeah.
Yeah, it was basically just like a stopgap project that I was like, because here's the thing, like everybody buys games on Steam, right? But the only version of Sonic Adventure mod was the 2004 like physical PC.
Which I had. I lost it. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just not that common, unfortunately. Like, you can find copies of it on eBay for like $20, but like most people aren't gonna go out of their way to get that.
Yeah.
When you could go on Steam and buy the new port for like $1.05 during the sale. So, the thought process was, well, what's actually different between the new port and the old port? So I went and looked at that, and it turns out not that much. They just changed the format of the music, and they changed like the format of the FMV videos and like obviously like the executable files and stuff. Like all the textures were the same, all of the other game resources were the same. So basically, all you had to do is compile a list of differences between the new port and the old port, and then just basically create a patch so you could patch the new port into the old one, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what Better SADX was initially going to do, but I ended up working with someone who knew how to code installers to like actually do it, and then a few other people joined the project, and we eventually decided to actually add the mod loader and a whole bunch of other stuff, so it'd just be a nice and easy experience. Initially, it was just an out-of-box like experience with it, where you just install it, and it would be just Sonic Adventure DX with the mod loader, so you can run it in the resolution and widescreen. And then it had like what else? I think like the earliest thing, like the only mod we included was Sonic Adventure DX Expedition, which was like
yeah, I know that one.
An earlier mod made by Sonic Freak 94 to patch a whole bunch of bugs with the game. But PKR, once he came onto the scene, he really revolutionized the entire like workflow for Sonic Adventure. I think. Like he's really important to the scene for Sonic Adventure at least.
You just did like the source stuff, right?
He did well. Keep in mind, PKR is like mainly responsible for like all of the Dreamcast conversion stuff, like all of it.
Yeah.
And he also like has a better. I think he has a single like that single person has more information about how Sonic Adventure works internally than any other person. Except maybe for It's Easy, actually. I think he knows a lot too, but...
Well, I forgot, what part did you work on?
I never made any actual mods for Sonic Adventure myself at all.
Oh.
I literally only wrote the installer and patched it, and I spent the time debugging mods that people were making, including, you know, I've reported dozens of bugs to Dreamcast conversion and stuff. So it's like, I used to do that a lot. Basically, my idea was, after a certain point, was like, rather than it just being a stopgap for like letting people play the game modded on PC, eventually it became more of a general project to just overall make Sonic Adventure like the best port that it can be without like the actual. Basically, I tried not to be heavy-handed about what we included because I wanted it to still be very vanilla, you know?
Yeah. Wait, what is its song?
It's the Robotnik theme from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was about to say, this sounds familiar.
I forgot about this even though we literally did it like 2 days ago.
Oh my god, it is the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog theme.
Oh my god.
I hate this.
Oh,
why would you downgrade the music? Anyway.
I know. I do prefer the actual music.
Puyo.
It's the Mean Bean Machine 2-player mode music.
Anyway, Better SADX is not technically discontinued. I've just left the project, and Carl Mundo, who is the person who like codes the installer or whatever for it, doesn't really work on it anymore either. So it's not retired necessarily, but I mean it's only alive in name only, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
These days it's way better to use PKR as mod installer. So.
I mean, hey, people still recommend Better SADX, so
it is easy. So there's that. So basically, the thing with Better SADX that was the most work for me, and the reason I left the project was just the thing is like there was a big push from the mod developers to include like automatic updates, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you have people install the mod installer, and then you'd open the mod loader, and it'll just be like, here's all your mod updates, and you click install, and it downloads them. And that's great if you want updated mods. What's not great about that, though, is that mods, when you have a bunch of things working together, they tend to break each other sometimes.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
When, they're not all vetted to work and proven to work together, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Better SADX is, before all that, I was downloading a list and curating the list of mods for Better SADX so that all of the things in it would work together, and it would still, there would never be any like stability problems or any of that stuff, you know? The number of problems I started having to deal with as a result of the automatic mod updates just became too much, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, the thing was I had set the mod loader to not check for updates for anything, because if I didn't do that, then people would just be like, oh, now the game is crashing because blah 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 blah, and it's like, well, sure. But people would update their mods anyway, like manually click the update button.
Right.
And then they'd complain to me, and I would be like, well, it's not my fault you did that. I vetted what was on there, that make sure it all worked together at the time when the release was made, not after, you know, the developer included, like, you know, a new bug that, like, basically 2 mods are doing the same thing and now the game crashes. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not my fault.
No,
it's just
not.
something that happens.
I've had many SA2 mods do that, and I'm like, well, why is it working?
People have asked so much for me to make a better SA2, and there was a time actually where I started working on it actually.
Oh, okay.
But the problem really just is that Adventure 2 has a completely unrelated problem that to this day, as far as I know, has never been fixed or figured out. The game just crashes for no reason.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Just playing the game, and like there's like a lot of times
for some people it's really stable.
Yeah.
Or the crash will be super consistent. For some people though, it's just you run the game and there's like a 50-50 chance of whether or not when you try to load up City Escape, the game just immediately hangs and crashes and dies.
Yeah, I've had that happen a couple times.
This can happen without the mod loader installed, by the way. Right. This can just happen for no reason.
The game files are just really unstable.
I'm not really sure why Adventure 2 is such a unstable game, but it definitely is.
No, yeah, like even trying to record SA2 like on OBS has been a pain sometimes.
Yeah, I really wish that I wish that somebody would hunker down and really try to debug whatever the problem is. I have a feeling it's just like a race condition or something.
Yeah.
In the stage load code or something like that. Probably, if I had to guess what it is actually, I think it's actually just that modern storage devices are so fast that this dated-ass game code just can't handle it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
But, you know, yeah, Adventure 2 is just such a mess that I was like, I think I'm good on making a better SA2.
Adventure 2 is a mess, you don't say. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That means multiple things.
I got my fill of dealing with people complaining about bugs with a better SADX things.
Right.
There's a lot of it. For the record, I never made a dime off of any of that. Not anything.
I don't think
I wouldn't necessarily expect anybody to. But,
right.
You know,
like
it's just
I've seen all these things. Like I'm sure people just do this in their spare time, but they have But I don't think a lot of them are wanting to make money out of it. At least they probably would like to, but they're not they're probably not feeling entitled to it.
Yeah, exactly. There was never
because it's a work off of an existing product.
Right. It's just it's a lot of work and effort to go to be spammed by a bunch of people, asking to do this or that or this or the other thing, and it's just Better SADX was as fun of an experience as it was maintaining something that was used by, I think in total we had some by now it's probably about 1 million downloads at least, but around the time that I was still working on it, it was 400, 500,000 downloads or something like that. It's a big mod.
Yeah.
But it's really just that, it makes it so you can run any other mod on the PC port. But okay, well, of course, people are going to download it and use it a lot.
You don't need that giant ring.
Well, I'll show off Super Knuckles like you guys are asking. Now, so I have the code that turns off the super music.
I'm so disappointed we'll never get to see Super Knuckles or Super Tails ever again.
I don't know what the fuck is the deal with super forms. They just keep changing what they want to do with them.
Remember, it's only male hedgehogs now that are allowed in the super. Pingus! Pingus! I don't think anyone would be against a super Amy.
No. I mean, she
I don't think
sort of
anybody would be
exists,
against
but
any
not
of this.
really.
I don't understand why they feel the need to like have these weird arbitrary this arbitrary bullshit Chaos Emerald theory shit. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
All right,
You guys,
just
I like how they have
and it's completely disconnected from what fans want. They just want Hypersonic again. That's all they want. Just give
Right.
everybody Hypersonic again. It's fine.
The problem is they're making all these rules for when they've completely gone against a lot of rules they've made in the past. So it's like, what's the point if you're not going to keep the continuity?
It's all arbitrary bullshit anyway. Just fucking do what the fans want. Like, none of this actually matters. So like, I just don't see why they don't just do whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, people would be excited to see Super Tails again.
Yeah, like what?
With this flicky
What
army of death.
reason is there? What reason is there for not bringing back some of the coolest parts of Sonic 3? Like, there's no reason. Everybody loves Sonic 3. It's like widely considered the best Sonic game ever made, and y'all is just like, oh, we're just gonna like ignore convenient parts of it. Fuck off. Fuck off, Sonic developers.
We'll see them throw a middle finger to SA3 and Knuckles here at Lava Reef Act 2 with Knuckles. So
Yeah, I have. Not only that, but like, I really do think that the reason that the plans with Christian Whitehead fell through anyway was just that like they wanted like an unreasonable degree of creative control, and they wanted to make the game bad. Probably that's just what it is. For what I is like a bit of jealousy and there's discontent among the Sonic team, especially their leadership. The fact that Sonic is so much better than Sonic Forces.
I know this is sort of like an assumption, but like I feel like there's a lot of Japanese devs that when there's like a product that a foreign studio makes of one of their IPs, they kind of and they find it does a little bit better than what they've made before. They get a little jealous about it. I can't tell for sure, but I know Metroid Prime was kind of like that for them when they were surprised to see it do so well, made by Retro Studios, an American studio. And like, I don't know what the whole thing behind that is, but I know there was possibly some kind of like issue with that.
No, yeah, people like to, for the record, this is like thinking about an entire people, you know, demographically, is obviously like not a good thing to do anyway. But like, basically, people like to. There's this air of pride that people seem to think that like the Japanese have, and that's not necessarily the case. It's really just like, oh, you know, people are attributing to culture what is actually just like, you know, a particular type of people. Like, it's most leadership at companies and stuff that are like that. And for the record, it's like that everywhere. Like, you think that Bobby Kotick isn't like seething when fucking EA does something better than them? Of course they do. He's a fucking greedy bastard. They're all greedy bastards at the top of these companies. Of course, when somebody does something better than them. And if they have another reason, if they have a reason even more than just the jealousy of success to leave, like, I don't know, like racism or something, and they're going to do that, of course.
Right.
So, with that said, I don't think that, I don't know if that's necessarily played much of a case in this situation.
No, I don't think so either, but I remember hearing a little bit about some kind of stuff, but it's mostly just kind of hearsay, you know?
It could be like a situation where like Iizuka himself was like a little bit mad that they couldn't really make a game that could compete with Mania, but at the same time, I don't think that if Iizuka actually feels that way, that's really a valid thought process, because you're kind of comparing apples to oranges. Like, modern Sonic is a completely different wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And it's also like way less appealing than classic Sonic. Like, this game has mass appeal. Like, look at it. It's bright, it's colorful, it's
retro.
It's easy to understand. There's no crazy story involved. Like, you could put a 3-year-old in front of this game and they're going to be able to play it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Sonic Forces, on the other hand, it's like a 3D game. There's like mechanics like that are like more than just So, I mean, obviously, it's still a really... Obviously, I would argue that Mania is a more complex game, but...
Right.
Sonic Forces is also, like, a technically more complex game. It's, like, more foreboding for any just a random person to pick up and play. It doesn't have the same mass appeal, which is just the reality of the situation, rather than, like...
It just comes down to diehard Sonic fans at this point that are almost the target demographic that they have to focus on.
And even then, I don't think they did a really good job of appealing to them.
Well, I think it's a combination of two things. One, I think it's that they don't know what to do, and they also Sonic fans don't know what they want either, because there's so many conflicting things.
Yeah.
I think what Sonic fans actually want is just Mania 2.
Well, yeah.
Which is it's a fucking no-brainer, obviously. Like, of course, just make more Mania. It's not that hard.
But you don't want to rely on it solely.
Oh, hey, look.
I don't really have a problem with more like pixel art and like
more
that.
pixel art stuff would be good. But I'm just saying if it's like that for the rest of the time, it's like, well, I don't want that.
Oh, hey, look, 3-3. Ah, it was on 3-3-3.
Well, that's what I got from the thing.
Yeah, the idea of having 2 pillars for Sonic games in the future in general is good. Just do that. Just have there be classic, Sonic games that come out every so often, and have there be modern ones. You don't need this like weird half step with like superstars,
See if you can make it through here.
Especially not if it's going to be made by developers who don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And do a bad
They
job.
just need people who know what they're doing and just have a vision that they will let them do.
Yeah. I want to say this about Sonic Superstars. I think when Sonic Superstars, does well, it does really fucking well. But those fucking bosses, man, they take forever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
I know
the boss fights in other classic Sonic games aren't anything to ride home about. Yeah, just look at what we're
This is a fun boss, though.
Yeah. But like, oh my god, I don't think you needed to overcompensate by making it to where like you can only hit the bosses once per attack cycle.
No, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's Sonic 4 boss design.
Sonic boss fights are not supposed to be like affairs where it's like a Dark Souls fight. Okay, you're not supposed to take them seriously. It's Dr. Robotnik and his stupid machines. His stupid machines. The whole joke is that they break really easily, right? That's why.
And they look stupid.
Who runs fast. That's why that's like the whole point. He's supposed to be a bumbling idiot.
Oh, he's supposed to be overconfident.
An overconfident bumbling idiot.
By the way, those numbers at the bottom there, 072216, that's the date of the anniversary stream where this game was revealed.
Yep. That's true.
I don't know, man. There's just so much detail in this game.
It's because the people who made this game loved the classic Sonic games.
Yeah.
And they understood what made those games work and play well and was fun about them, I think it's really like the hardest to distill into a product is the soul of what makes a game fun. And they just, if you don't have a fundamental understanding of what it is about something that's fun, you're going to do a bad job when trying to make a sequel to that thing, Nintendo gets this. Like, here's an example, a perfect example of that is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
They understood what about Breath of the Wild was the fun part. It was like the crazy physics stuff, the action was good, the exploring, the running around and just doing random stuff, whatever it is you feel like it, right? Mm-hmm. That was what it was. And then they just decided to make a game where they just kind of expanded on those ideas. That's all it is.
Right.
And you can build a mech now.
Right, like it's just silly additional things to do that are just do whatever you want to do. I have a friend who's spent the last 400 hours of his Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. Yes, 400 hours. Just experimenting with the building mechanics and doing crazy shit and posting it to Hyrule Engineering, and that's what he does.
Hyrule Engineering is such a good Reddit. It's so good.
My friend invented log engines. If you don't know what that is.
Is that no power required for it?
Basically, it's anything where you attach a wooden wheel to a log and then sort of squish it in between two small wheels. Mm-hmm. Basically, he basically invented that trick.
Oh, okay.
And everybody uses it now, so it's kind of interesting. But
Right.
I mean, I don't know if he actually takes credit for it or anything. It's just like one of those things.
People found a way to have airborne crafts not use Zonai power, like the battery meter.
Yeah, there's a trick now that you can use to smuggle the wings from the flying minigame on Eventide Island out of the minigame, and those wings have infinite flight.
Yeah, they don't disappear. The regular wings have a time span of 1 minute.
Yeah,
and then
those
they
wings
disappear.
last forever. So you can smuggle it out of there and then attach the wings to like an apple or something, and then you'll be able to auto build the infinite flight wings as much as you want, which is neat.
I'm almost found every light route, so I'm trying to. I haven't done every shrine yet. I'm still trying to do it, but I've done mostly everything else.
Yeah, I did every shrine, every light route, every what's the word? I did every bubble frog. I didn't do.
I need to find the. I think there's like 1 or 2 I'm still missing.
Yeah, I did not do every side quest though, because there's just like so many that are like, oh, like it's a really weird, take a really weird picture or something, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I really would. Honestly, at this point, though, if I'm gonna play Tears of the Kingdom again, I'm just gonna like restart and play from the beginning again, because the game is so good that I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this boss as Knuckles.
He's not gonna get away with this. LMAO,
I hate how close this gets as Knuckles.
LMAO, imagine having a shorter jump. Sonic.
I know. Why did they do? I mean, I understand why they did that to, make his gliding more important, but like, sometimes he feels kind of limited.
I believe the reason his jump is shorter in Sonic 3 is literally just because they wanted Knuckles' playthrough to be harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Knuckles is kind of the hard mode of that game.
Let's go down here.
Although I would argue, if you know what you're doing, Knuckles can be easier.
Somewhat.
I think that in general...
Carnival Night Act 2 is barely an act in Knuckles.
Yeah.
It's just a transitional act.
Yeah, it's like, there's no boss or anything. It's like, what the fuck? Oops. Hey, it's those things from... Is that the Game Gear Sonic one, I think?
These things? These are from Wacky Workbench.
Oh, Wacky Workbench, never mind.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, these look familiar.
Keep in mind, in Wacky Workbench, you couldn't bounce off of them, but...
Right, you couldn't destroy them.
They were just like a background level element.
They still hurt you, though.
Yeah.
I like how the application in Chemical Plant is that Eggman has distilled the bouncy floor from Wacky Workbench into a goopy liquid.
That's how I make my bouncy floors.
Yeah, this is how to
do bouncy floors.
This is how you bring back classic zones, remix them.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean when I say I think that a lot of people would just like more remixed games rather than just don't get me wrong, obviously there is something to be said about having like full originality, but this kind of thing is like still fine. I wouldn't mind seeing more games kind of take this approach.
Yeah, I don't mind returning zones as long as you do something new and interesting with them.
Right. What I do think is kind of lame though is when they try to like pass off a new zone that is fairly obviously just a remix zone. Like a Superstars test problem, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Well, a little bit, but for the most part, it is mostly original.
Right.
It's just that with Mario games and Sonic games, we've seen a lot of aesthetic stuff from it a lot,
At least Mario doesn't even sugarcoat it. They're just like, ah, yes, chocolate mountain theme.
Yeah.
Every single time, every single game,
Beach level. Sand level.
Yeah, it's
sand.
just like... I guess the desert world. It's the second world. That's Mario.
Not Mario Wonder.
Yeah, you're right. Mario Wonder. It's like World 3
instead. It's like more like World 4. You have to give him credit for that.
Right. They changed
I still haven't played Mario Wonder yet.
It's
no
really
spoilers,
good.
but it is really good. Yeah.
Spoilers for a Mario game. What world are we in?
Trust me,
Well,
there's like
people
this is like
people like no spoiled gameplay experiences, and I understand that.
yeah.
Okay, fair.
It's like if I told you the punchline to every joke in the Stanley Parable, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
The answer's 5.
But you know, oh god, I remember seeing the finale. Some asshole spoiled the finale on Mario Odyssey some odd years back, and I was so pissed about that.
Yeah, I'm at the point now where if a new game comes out that I'm like, I want to play that eventually, I just won't watch any YouTube videos about it at all.
You know,
Ever.
Oh my god, I went
I
code
can moderate
red.
myself on some things with that, but
went
I know
code-
other people can't.
I went code red Omega when Xenoblade 3 dropped, and I was just like,
Oh, me
I'm
too.
off the internet.
Me too.
Yeah, for Xenoblade 3, I just
Ow.
I didn't even watch any of the trailers after the first one, so because I heard what they did with Xenoblade 2, so I was like, yeah.
Well, they've had a. Oh my god. Can I? Okay.
What are you trying to do there? You just
I
look like
don't
you're-
know what I'm trying to do.
You're like, it looks like you're exercising insanity there. You're just like, I'm gonna do this over and over.
Until I die.
Wait,
It was like-
I think those propellers can hurt you, like the ones on the platforms.
Nope.
No, they
Okay.
can't. Not the little ones.
Wait, can I get
That
up here?
is the strangest thing that Knuckles has ever climbed.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
I loved this shit right here. This is so cool. Running
Yeah, this
around
is
the
really
outside of
cool.
the battery.
This is
That's
so
good.
fun. You even outrun the camera.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I like if you jump right there, you get a whole bunch of item boxes.
I know, I keep forgetting about that. It always catches me off guard. It's like, damn it, I knew it was coming, but I didn't get it.
I like how in the background you can see them manufacturing all of the egg capsules.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that in the original zone too, but it's more animated in here, obviously.
Right, and they're also, different. So
Oh,
this
system.
is I think this is one of the silliest bosses in the game, and I love it.
Oh, absolutely.
It
They
gets
really
even
let Eggman go off the rails in terms of silliness.
Pingus!
Pingus, ow! Ow, my Pingus!
You know, Mike Pollock actively refuses to say that line if you ask him.
I know. That's why people just need to respect other voice actors because they don't know what they if they're coming from a previous work, they don't know these shit. They don't know this shit. It's embarrassing, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, he did get to say it in the Boom cartoon, but you know.
Well, that's because he's paid money to do so, and say, okay,
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do if you're a voice actor and they're like having you script? You have to be like, yeah, sorry, I can't say that. And the showrunners are like, we're paying you to say it. You say it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the showrunner, the Boom fucking people were just like, this is like the most great excuse to shitpost ever.
Right. No.
Pingus!
Pingus.
Who's the voice actor for Robotnik in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog again?
It's Long John Baldry. He used to be a wrestler, I believe.
And
I can't remember exactly.
I know the Sad AM voice actor is fucking terrifying, though.
It's Jim Cummings as Robotnik in that one.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I think that Dean Bristow and Mike Pollock can both do a very good wide range for Robotnik. And
They have, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I heard like Mike Pollock's Eggman being like actually threatening.
Well, that's just because they haven't written him as threatening ever in like a long time.
I feel like Unleash was like semi-threatening, but like,
I mean, Dean Bristow, that dude had some of the coldest lines in the series. Away before I make mincemeat out of you.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
and then, yeah, it's such a emotional whiplash range. It's like that, and then Yosh.
He had some pretty good lines in Adventure 2 as well. That's because
Yeah, he
you just
did.
told me, fox boy.
It is so funny in retrospect, the shit that they had Eggman say in the Chow Garden.
I know. Well,
It is so fucking funny for all the wrong reasons. Do you guys
Right.
understand how stupid that is?
what the
Eggman is Robotnik-
Eggman ship.
Eggman is not voiced by Dean Bristow in Japanese.
No.
They just had him say Japanese automata. They had in the
Yeah.
recording booth in America. They had Dean Bristow say a
Well-
bunch of Japanese automatopoeia.
Well, I believe part
That's
of the
what he
voice.
instructed him to do.
I think part of the voice direction was all like there's a lot of Japanese staff that worked on the voice direction as well, because they were mostly working in America because SAT was made in America.
Yeah, exactly. But like they had the voice directors had him say Japanese automatopoeia
I
Yeah,
know.
it's just
instead
kind
of like translating it like they did for all the other characters. Which is like, what is this? Are we to take this to mean that canonically Dr. Eggman is a weeb? Like, why else would he do that, right?
Maybe he's like Yoshi. I don't know.
He's like the cringe Naruto fan.
Oh my
Cringe
god.
Naruto fan. When will we make a robot that's like a nine-tailed fox? I don't know.
I'm going. Nah, I'd say Eggman's a furry though. It refuses
Fair.
to elaborate.
That's why I hate all the other furries around me.
Or
And,
with a gambling problem.
A furry weeaboo with a gambling problem. Sounds like the average gotcha fan. AKA me.
Exposed yourself.
I lost control of my life.
You sure did. No, I'm just kidding.
What are you doing at 3 a.m. making chocolate pudding? Because I've
'Cause
lost,
I've
control.
of my life.
I never
Memes.
realized how relatable that would be until later in life.
Adulting is hard.
Rugrats is just genius, honestly.
It is.
Early Rugrats especially. Like the newer stuff that was like, post Rugrats in Paris. Black. But like the original like couple of seasons of Rugrats, there's so much subtext. Like it's ridiculous. It's a really, really funny show if you like to sit down and watch it again. Also, like there's
Kind of like how
there's
SpongeBob
all
was.
these weird, like conflicting episodes, like where it's like, oh well, we're gonna do like a Hanukkah episode and a Kwanzaa episode and a Christmas episode, which is like, it's funny because that's not something that would ever happen in a single family.
Yeah.
But they wanted to have they had such a focus on being inclusive that they did that. I thought that was really neat.
I don't really think there's been like another show that's done like all three of those.
And then that show could get really fucking depressing at time with Tommy's mother.
Damn.
Like, oh my god. Is that his name?
Tommy
I
Pickles?
think you mean,
Yeah.
I think you mean Chucky.
Chucky. Yeah, I think you mean Chucky.
Yeah. Damn, that was depressing. Like, oh my god.
You know what? Screw this.
Oh my god. No, Knuckles too. Don't you get something special if you beat the game with both Knuckles and Knuckles?
Yeah. Well, you get to play the true final boss with Knuckles, which you normally can't do. Well, there's also a secret image at the end, but it's not. No, it's nothing. Oh my god! The double Knuckles chuckle.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
The five knuckle shuffle.
Oh my god! He's moonwalking!
Oh my god, dude! They're so in sync. Let's go.
They share a brain cell. Well, they are the
They
same
do.
person. They are the same person.
They are the same person. That was epic. I was not expecting that.
I'm so glad I got to witness that.
Oh, you'll be witnessing a lot more coming up soon.
Oh my god. Don't tell me you reinstalled the Flame Hyanard Metal Sonic
No,
sound
I
effect.
did not.
Good.
I'm just talking about Woody.
I was frozen today! Yeah. Oh my god. So I remember doing a stream of Sonic Mania a few years back, and I completely forgot that I had that mod installed. Flame
There's a bunch
High
of mods I've forgotten I've installed, so...
Flame
That
High
happens.
Metal Sonic, and when I just heard Flame High I just got like the biggest jump scare of my life.
Oh my god, he's talking! Wait, is there something up there?
Yeah, there is.
Aha.
Is there a giant ring up there? Oh.
Oh,
I think
no,
you were
just
supposed
a-
to get frozen. Yeah, you were supposed
Probably.
to get frozen.
Oh well. Even if you don't get frozen, it's just the sound effect is replaced by that MP3 file.
I was frozen today!
And again, and again, and again.
Yeah, the way that the mod loader's approach to adding mod support to games is actually really cool and interesting. People don't really think about it too much, but the way main memory generally seems to approach adding mod features to mod loaders is actually just to use open source implementations of like libraries to add support for new file formats to the games. Like for example, I think that Sonic Adventure has base DLL as its sound subsystem. So you can literally just like dump any file format, like sound file into it, and it'll just work. Like you could take a .NES, like NES, like NSF file or whatever for the NES soundtrack, and it'll play NES music in the game using a VGM stream.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know, but it does support it, so technically, you know,
Anything's
you can
possible.
do that. Yeah, that's the whole idea, is just making it really easy to mod the game, so.
Oh, hello.
Like, the logic behind adding VGM stream support was so that we could use ADX music files, which is the original format for the music from the Dreamcast version.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna add VGM stream, I mean, it's gonna also support fucking Super Nintendo sound font files and, you know, everything else, so it's like, why not just let all that
No,
work?
spring.
Oh, spring!
So. It's just an interesting approach to modding. I don't think anything else is like that, so. I gotta give
Doesn't
Main
Sonic-
some credit for
Doesn't
that.
Sonic Adventure 2 also have ADX sound files?
Yeah, it's a very commonly used format.
Right.
Sega really liked their CRIware stuff, or whatever it was.
Priorware, yeah. Well, that just made the porting process easier for multiple platforms.
For
Yeah.
better or for worse?
SpongeBob uses the Cry engine, the Battle for Bikini Bottom.
No, that you're thinking of Renderware. That's a
Or
different
Renderware, sorry. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Is
CRIware is just
propri-
like
Is that
CRIware
proprietary?
is just like it's like a proprietary like a library system for you know, file formats in games or something.
Okay.
You're thinking it's
Renderware.
different from it's different from Renderware, which is like a graphics API. And then then the other thing you're thinking of is CryEngine, which is like completely unrelated.
Yeah. I
Although-
thought for a minute, but I don't know.
Although for the CryEngine, it has been used by a Sonic game. It was ported to the fucking Wii U by Big Red Button.
That's right.
Oh no.
And that's one of the reasons that game was a disaster.
Oh no. Oh my god.
One of many reasons, mind you.
I don't think I have never played Sonic Boom, and I don't ever plan to play it.
I played it once. Only once.
Was it an insomnia cure?
Yeah. I guess.
Like, oh my god, if I almost fell asleep playing Shadow the Hedgehog, I would fucking pass out during Sonic Boom.
Like, I played through it, like, I take... When I play bad games, I get frustrated, sure, but, like, I just play it like I normally play other games, you know? Just get through it.
There's like there's a certain appeal to playing a game that's really, really boring, and that appeal is, you know, as Blue Hunter said, insomnia cure. It'll make you tired, and then you can be like, time to nap. He's like,
for a
hop
better-
on stream.
Time for a
Or
better
you
use of
hop
my
on-
time.
Yeah, he's hop on the stream, and you're like, I'm
Sleep ASMR.
tired, but I can't. I'm sorry, I'm tired, but I can't sleep, so I'm gonna play Sonic Boom, and then this will be a sleeping stream afterwards. Goodbye.
I
Start
love
playing Sonic Boom 5 minutes later, you're just like in your chair. truly a game of all time.
Man, I feel like there had to be some. Obviously, there was some behind-the-scenes fuckery with that game, so.
I gotta
it
be
was also
honest
on
with
the
you.
Wii U.
If I was like to try to sit down and like really think of a game that's more boring than Sonic Boom, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Like, not just Sonic game, like any game. That's impressive.
Mega Man X7.
That's
pretty
kind of
good.
boring, yeah.
That's an insomnia cure.
I still feel like if you just put someone who's never played it like in front of it though, they might be like, well, this is definitely a video game at least, right?
This is the video game of all
Sonic
time.
Boom. Sonic Boom, though, on the other hand, I don't even know if, like... I think you could put, like, a 5-year-old whose only game experience has been Lego games in front of it, and they'd be like, this is awful.
Yeah.
Like...
Where's the studs? Where's my mini kits?
It's... like... Yeah, like...
You say that, but fucking Lego games have a lot more depth than fucking Sonic Boom.
I know they do. I know that. I played them.
And that's what I think is really funny about it, is that the game is supposed to be easy and for kids. And it's like Lego games are like easy and for kids, right? And they're like way more complex than Sonic Boom is. So there's no excuse for making a game this bad, you know?
Lego Sonic Dimensions is more complex than Sonic Boom.
Oh my god, I just remembered that existed.
It's a neat little thing. I kind of like it. I haven't played it, but like I've seen plenty of full playthroughs of it.
And you will never get to play it because they discontinued it.
That's such a shit thing, man. I wanted to run around as Sonic at least.
Yay, we make video games that become lost media now, only a few years after they're released. Also, you own nothing. So Sony just removed fucking like ownership from about a dozen, over 100 like things.
That's what makes me
people.
scared, because I bought Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 and Tron Bond on PS3, and it's like that could go away at any time, and then like I'd only own a physical copy of Mega Man Legends, and buying Tron Bond and Legends 2 is like you have to pay $500.
And
Remember,
like,
on consoles you own nothing. This is why Steam
this is why
best platform.
This is why I don't like digital games, because it's like they could just remove it at any time.
The only exception is Steam.
Remember, physical media is forever until
Yeah.
it degrades.
Well, except for PC stuff. PC stuff is like there's no physical media ever, so it's like
Yeah.
well, you know, your best choice then is Steam, because Valve is like that. Even if Valve removes a game from Steam for violating fucking hate speech laws or something, if you bought the game, you can still download it and play it.
Like, I'm afraid that one day all the games I own are just gonna degrade in quality and I won't be able to play them anymore.
Yeah, Wii U games. It's the most important thing to worry about, really.
Wait,
Yeah.
Wii U games, believe it or not, were pressed like fucking shit. So all of the discs are like, I swear, like give it 20 years and there will be like no working Wii U games left.
oh my
like-
god.
They're terrible. I hear about it constantly on the subreddits. Like, unless you're keeping them temperature controlled, you can have a brand new copy sealed inside of a package, and if it's not temperature controlled perfectly, the game inside of the package can have disk rot.
Oh
Oh
god.
man.
Just another reason to port Xenoblade X.
Yeah.
Just another reason to mod your Wii U as well.
Mod your Wii U,
By
port
the way,
over Xenoblade X.
somebody has found another alternative fix for the problem of Wii U NANDs dying. As long as the Wii U NAND isn't so dead that it can't boot anymore, people have found a way to load a copy of the NAND off of the SD card instead.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could just copy copy a working NAND to the SD card, and then launch it using a Tiramisu's boot time exploit or whatever. So you don't have to like load from a faulty storage device. Pretty neat. That's good. That means Wii U's are kind of saved a little bit. There's
Little
other
bit.
ways to do like hard mods, but I always prefer software solutions for these things if possible.
Oh my god, dude. I just don't want all the PS1 games I bought from Retropalooza to just immediately die on me.
PS1 discs are really sturdy for some reason. I had a Crash Bandicoot 3 disc that has been scratched up countless times because, you know, I had it when I was a kid. And I think it's slightly cracked. And I put it in my PS2 like a couple months ago, and it played perfectly fine. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? It should not be. This disc is more than 20 years old, I'm sure.
If you're wondering why it is something like a Wii U disc might be pressed badly or whatever, it's really not that like Nintendo's did a bad job compared to any other contemporary disc format. It's really just like, well, it is partly that, but it's also that the disc format for like Blu-rays and stuff is like way more like data per square inch than old CDs were.
Yeah.
So like, if a pinhole disc rot happened on like an old CD, like there was, because of what's called data redundancy and error correction, there's a high chance that if it was a data CD at least, there would be a duplicate copy of the same data somewhere, so it wouldn't be like a problem. The problem with Wii U discs is that they're just bad, so they don't really have the luxury of data error correction and all that stuff. And they hold like way too much data, so if a small pinhole happens, the whole disc is over it.
Yeah, I can see how that happened.
Not to mention all the heavy encryption. So.
Let's go. Oh shit! I didn't want to jump there.
I don't know. I don't mean to be like depressing about it though. I think that the truth of the matter is, we're actually living in arguably the best timeline for game preservation because game developers really can't do anything about people emulating. They can't.
No matter how much they try to stop it.
Yeah, publishers and developer and people, they just can't do anything about it. There's nothing they can do. So, as I said, I think we're kind of living in the best timeline to a degree, right? Because,
yeah. Ow. Oh.
Well, that made this sound that makes the little ball sound from Collision Chaos when you bounce off of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, there goes Metal Sonic, never to be seen in another good game again.
I want another Metal Sonic boss fight or another Metal Sonic main villain role because I think he deserves it.
Yep. I mean, last time he got to do something really big was Sonic Heroes, and that
right,
was...
that's what I'm saying.
Oh god, 20 years ago.
Still think Sonic Heroes is a good game.
It is a good game.
Sonic Heroes is pretty good, yeah.
If you think Shadow the Hedgehog is better, then you're lying to yourself.
Oh my god.
I think that both games have their merits, and I feel like Sonic Heroes is... Sonic Heroes' flaws are like mild compared to the flaws in Shadow the Hedgehog, but
absolutely.
I still do think that there is significant. Some of the flaws in Sonic Heroes are things that Shadow actually gets right. So
yeah, unfortunately, but yeah,
you gotta take what you can get.
Yeah, it's like one of those take the good with the bad type of situations.
I still
damn it.
Honestly, if Shadow the Hedgehog had just been one big linear game without any of the mission bullshit, it would have been fine. But no, they just had to be unique.
I don't know. I actually don't really mind the non-linear format. I just wish that it was a little bit less restrictive about like missions and stuff. You know.
And also,
like,
they just...
It would be nice not having to kill every single soldier in Westopolis.
Right.
How about just like 20? You know, like.
We might be dead.
That would have been nice.
Oh,
last
Jesus.
Second. You were saved at the very last second.
Yeah.
Well, not the last second because 0 still counts, but still. So, question: Hydro City Act 1 or Act 2 in terms of music?
They're both really, really, really good, but I think I'd have to give it to Act 2.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I kind of prefer the slow, more chill vibe of Act 1.
I mean, I do too.
Like, I could hear this playing in a lounge.
Yeah. We got elevator lounge music in Sonic game. My favorite type of music.
I mean, hey, there's that in ass rock, so...
Ass rock?
Butt rock.
Oh. No. People are too mean when they say that.
Fuck those people. I love Crush 40.
Yeah.
sad I didn't get to see him and didn't get to see the concert, but
Me either. I didn't get to see him too.
Is it just me, or has the term butt rock only been popularized because Ego Raptor used that phrase?
Probably.
probably. But like, oh my god.
Before him, I'd never heard that phrase before.
Me either.
And then
Like I know, like when you say like some rock music sounds like you can barely tell them apart. Like, I can understand that because there's some rock music that just they don't really differentiate much from each other just in terms of tone or whatever. Like especially like around the 90s and late 90s, early 2000s. But
Well, I would argue that something like Crush 40 is like pretty generic and pandering, but it's generic and pandering in like a really dopey, cheesy kind of way, whereas like
right,
Back, for example, is like really generic and just generic in a generic kind of way.
right.
fucking hell, man,
But I wouldn't call either of them butt rock. That just seems kind of mean.
Not really, yeah.
I'll be honest.
Kind of generic. That's all.
Like, okay, I dunk on I Am Olamine, but I still really like it.
It's a good song, yeah. It's still a really good song.
Oh yeah, they're all pretty good. To be honest with you, people always like to. I feel like if there's one thing that trying to shit on Sonic games for the music is like, it's like trying to make fun of the field of flowers for the flowers, right? It's like,
Right.
what do you?
What did you expect?
There's like a million other things to complain about Sonic, and you're choosing to complain about the music? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say it. I really love Sonic Heroes, the theme.
Sonic Heroes is a good theme too. I do think like creatively it's probably the worst one out of them because it's just since the chorus is literally just the name of the game.
It is creatively bankrupt, but very catchy.
Yes.
Oh my god, when was the last time we got...
Pop music isn't creatively bankrupt, but also
True.
catchy.
True.
You know, when was the last time we got like a theme from Crush 40 for a Sonic
Team
game?
Sonic Racing.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow. I was thinking
Green Light
Sonic
Ride.
in the... I was thinking Sonic and the Black Knight.
Nope. Team Sonic Racing.
Alright, I'm
Green Light Ride. You almost got crushed there, dude.
I know.
I'm gonna go listen to that now.
That's a good song. It's probably not one of their best ones they've had, but it's still really good in my opinion.
Yeah, I like some of the remixes a lot, especially.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about just like the main. I'm just talking about the main
version.
vocal theme in general.
Yeah, Green Light Ride's menu variation for the game was.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
The one by Chemists or whatever.
Yeah.
Really good remix.
Yeah, give me something like Night of the Wind again, please.
I think we'll
Live
get.
Life is still one of my favorite Crush
Yeah.
40 songs.
I think
Good
some
one.
people are like, I really love the vocal themes in Sonic Frontiers, but I think some people are like,
You have some
Hyper-
people right here. Pass. I don't like it.
yeah, I
It's
like
kinda
it,
lame.
but
I like Undefeatable.
I like all three the boss music. But I think people are when they say like, oh, this should be what song music is going for. We shouldn't have Crush 40 anymore. But it's like, no, I think we should have
No.
both.
Give me Crush 40.
Why do people not want both things if both are good? It just makes no sense to me.
Sonic fans are spoiled little shits. They want
Yeah.
everything.
Exactly. I'm a spoiled little shit. I want everything.
Yeah, exactly. You want a classic Sonic. So according to Sonic fans, what Sonic fans want is a classic Sonic game where you can play as all of the Sonic characters from a classic Sonic game, and there's a cool Metal Sonic boss fight, and there's a Chow Garden, and there's music. 40.
And there's and the story is the best fan fiction online right now.
Yeah.
And it has Sally Acorn.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. Yep, that too.
She I'm sorry guys, but she's never appearing in a game.
She's never appearing again, ever, probably.
The only time
Because
she appeared was Sonic Spinball, and that was a brief cameo.
I feel like she's been banished to the Ken Pender zone.
Archie's just done with it.
I love how like for the lawsuit, they took all of Ken Pender's characters and just banished them to the other world.
Good. Good.
I
of a shame too, because some of the characters weren't that bad.
I mean, yeah, some of them weren't that bad. I think
Speaking
it's
as a guy who doesn't even read the Archie comics, I just like
Yeah.
some of their character designs.
honestly, if you want to,
I thought Julie Sue had a cool character design.
and then
Oh,
you look at
God.
Ken Pender's character design, it's like, not anymore.
Well, I don't know what the hell. I'm saying like the original designs.
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
there was technically nothing wrong with like Fiona or
No.
like all those were pretty decent character designs. I liked the Nicole the Lynx design.
That one's really cool.
I think that's one of the coolest character designs in all of Archie, for sure. Like I said, I never read these comics, but I am familiar enough with the
If you
franchise.
want, like a kind of like a, how do you say it? Like a look into the Archie comics, but without having to read the Archie comics, just kind of like an overview with, added commentary. I check out the Game Apologist videos on like Sonic. He does some individual Sonic characters, and he's done he's kind of like done like brief synopsis over reading of the IDW comics and some of the Archie stuff. He does really good videos on those, so definitely check those out.
Yeah. But like, it's just something about I'm all for creative freedom. Like, I'm all for giving the creators, authors, game developers, filmmakers, whatever, full freedom, creative freedom. But I do think that at a certain point, somebody needs to come in and be like, what the fuck? Take it out.
I think my problem with the Pender situation is not necessarily that he I think that the issue is that he, for some reason, was able to successfully defend and legally put himself in a situation where he owned characters that were being run in a privately owned and maintained franchise, right?
Yeah.
And that's just not...
I feel like it's just because it's just an unprecedented kind of case that people don't really know about.
It's a failure of Sega to have not maintained all creative rights to all things that come from
It
that
is Sega's fault, mainly.
And Archie.
And it's not their first rodeo with fuck-ups like that anyway. Sonic 3, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
By the way, I just love that was confirmed in the most hilarious way ever. Just Yuji Naka going on Twitter being like, what the fuck, where's the Michael Jackson songs?
I'm glad he could provide us with, actual useful knowledge before going to jail.
Feel the
Oh
power.
yeah, that's right, he's in jail for 2 years now.
Thank you, Chief Free. Toasty. I mean, he's cooked right now. It's true. He's probably his takes are burnt to a crisp now.
Mhm.
His credibility is anyway too.
Well, that's the other thing. The other sad thing about Ken Penders is that, he fought all this at what cost?
Yeah.
Great personal cost. The truth of the matter is,
No one gives a shit about your stuff because it's not Sonic. It's just copying it.
And now we can never have another Sonic Chronicles game because of it.
I want
To be
another
honest
RPG
with
so
you.
bad.
In fairness, Sonic Chronicles is a good game, but
There's a big
there's
There's
a big but, okay?
a lot of butts.
There's a lot of buts. The biggest one being the game has terrible music, obviously. Everybody knows that. But the biggest one actually is that people have to understand that the reason Chronicles turned out the way that it did was because BioWare was bought out by EA during the game's development, and they were forced to crunch to finish the project because they were under a contract. And there was never going to be a sequel to it after that. It was never going to happen. Once EA took ownership of BioWare, there was never a world in which we got a sequel to Chronicles. It was doomed from before it even got the chance.
Oh hey, look, we can talk about something. Oh my god, Knuckles gets his own act.
Yay. This should happen more.
Oh,
It was-
and he even gets unique music.
Yeah.
But
It's just... It really
Sorry,
does
what
bum
were
me
you
out. We haven't gotten another Sonic RPG, have we?
No, we
Yeah.
have not. They've been so scared to try it. Or at least it seems like it.
I mean, after what happened to Chronicles, I would get shaky feet too.
But since then, Sega has required Atlas, you know, people who make RPGs. So it's like, I feel like it's a no-brainer to do that.
well, they're too busy
Imagine
working.
could you imagine an Atlas developed Sonic RPG? What the fuck?
Oh my
I'm
god.
trying to. Like, I really am.
That would be really fucking crazy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably too busy working on Persona 6 right now, but... Oh, wait, they got Persona 3 Reloaded coming up. Never mind.
Yeah, they got that, but I'm sure Persona 6 is on the docket right now.
Also, high Hilltop gimmick.
Yeah. Also with Sonic Chronicles with BioWare, I don't even think it was the team developing it wasn't like even BioWare's like A team. It was like some.
It was their B team.
It was like their offshoot, you know.
From what I understand actually about that is it wasn't really like an A and B team situation. It was more just like people who were done doing things for the A team would move to the B team to help with it, right?
Yeah.
It was sort of a little bit loosey goosey about how they. So it really wasn't like there was like a major development split so much as people were just kind of working wherever it made sense to at the time. And once EA took over, everything like the thing with the corporate takeover problem is you're gonna have you have to understand like when like. Here's a great example from my personal life. My mom works for a bank, and they recently had this. Not for a bank, but for a credit union, and they recently had a whole power shift.
Yeah.
And my mom is like freaking out still about it, and it's been like over a year, and she keeps doing the new CEO keeps changing things, and basically anytime something like that happens to any company, it doesn't matter what your industry is, people are gonna like get cold feet, and like it's gonna have bad juju, you know, right? People are not gonna. People at these companies are not gonna be like, they're gonna start losing confidence in the stability of the company they work for, and it causes all sorts of creative issues. So it's just bad for developers when this kind of stuff happens. The other thing that's bad is like mass layoffs, things like that.
Yeah, layoffs, definitely.
I'm kind of bummed because the game I just bought the other day, Faith Farm, I just found out yesterday that they just did a huge round of layoffs. Not in the game development part of their company, but everything else. Ooh. And so I think the developers are a little bit like, you know, I really hope it doesn't affect the project because Faith Farm actually like has potential to be like as good as Stardew Valley, if you ask me. Honestly. It's a little expensive, but it's like really good.
I wish we got more levels that took advantage of Knuckles', you know, gliding abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Knuckles Chaotix was a perfect example of them squandering their opportunity to do that.
I mean, the game's more vertical, so.
There's that.
That's
I
about
always
it.
kind of felt like they really squandered that whole idea. We never did get a Knuckles game, did we?
Nope.
I mean, to be fair, in Japan, it's just called Chaotix, featuring Knuckles the Echidna.
Featuring Dante. Devil May Cry.
So, I mean, you could always argue that it was never meant to be a Knuckles game.
I just love this guy's animations. He's just
Yeah, I know, it's so funny. Oh, okay, I don't know how I didn't get hit there, but okay, I'll take it. I don't know how I hit. There's some weird hitboxes here. I don't know what's going on.
I can't tell which Knuckles is supposed to be you.
Wait, don't tell me I can do this! Don't do it!
You just gotta hit him again.
Do it again.
Also, hey, it's Team Hooligan.
Wow, I hope we'll not see them again. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope I never see Fang the Sniper ever again.
Go away! I never want to see you again!
Oh, I'm sorry. Fang the Hunter. I gotta get it right now.
Oh my god.
Sniping is dangerous, children.
The number of times they keep trying to retcon weird shit for no reason is like... I just don't understand why they have to do such weird shit for it. Like if you're gonna retcon stuff, like, it's fine, but like... Why is it always gonna be like, Oh, he's not a sniper anymore. He's a hunter. What?
Well, to be fair, they do imply that Fang the Sniper was just an alias he used.
That's just like calling yourself something, like giving yourself like a subtitle. You know, you're still using your main name.
It's also implied that Knack the Weasel is also like another title.
That makes more sense, you know, because it's a change of species and name that he also looks like. Like that makes sense.
But we can't have Sniper anymore. This is a kids game.
I don't even understand that, the whole idea of trying to make Sonic purely a kids series.
But considering their demographic now is just hardcore Sonic fans.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even think like kids are interested in Sonic anymore. Kids are all too busy like looking at like TikTok girls.
Yeah.
And
Back in my day, we used to play Sonic
worshiping
games.
Andrew Tate and other stupid shit.
They're playing Fortnite now and hitting the gritty.
Dude, well, actually, I was gonna say, I think after I stream and get some food, I think I might go play Fortnite tonight.
Oh my god. We gotta squat up.
Yeah, I think we might need to play Fortnite. I bought Fortnite, or not bought, but like I got Fortnite to play with my friends in the Linky server, and I play with Oni Fox sometimes too.
Oh my god, dude. I
also play with Matt, who he made the mods for DBZ fighters with SpongeBob and Patrick and stuff like that. He makes a bunch of mods for Lythero.
Oh my god, we need to squat up so we can grind out the battle pass for Peter Griffin.
I wanna get Peter Griffin. And Snake's there too. That was like he's completely overshadowed Snake.
I mean, to be fair, Peter Griffin is a huge meme.
I know, so is Snake somewhat.
I mean, dude got fucking jacked for Fortnite.
I mean, yeah. It's like that one episode.
I got skins in that game recently or something. I thought I heard something about that.
I mean, yeah, they probably did, but
something about them making it so you can't use skins in like most games.
They had it to where you can't use certain skins that are in game modes that are like rated below T.
Yeah, because they can't rate the whole game for some reason because it's always dependent on online things.
Yeah. So the main battle royale mode is like rated T, and then there are some other game modes that are like rated E. So you know, I can't take Michael Myers to those game modes that have E, the E rating. And Anakin Skywalker for some reason.
Really?
I can't take Anakin Skywalker to game modes that are rated E.
So what you're saying is they backpedaled on just removing the ability to use skins in those modes entirely? Because I heard that it was like all skins for a while.
It could have been.
Could have been. But like,
well, that's good, I guess. I don't know. I don't play Fortnite. I never tried it.
To be fair,
yeah. I will say, even if you're not interested in Fortnite, like I was not at all, but like, and I don't really even play that often, but just to mess around and play for just maybe like a couple hours, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun with friends too. Like sometimes
it's not something I play all the time with friends, but it's definitely a good option.
Like sometimes I get together with my boys and we just have a fucking round with the 4 Gokus.
Jesus Christ.
It's made itself a meme at this point, to the point where you can't really look away from it.
Like at this point, you're just wondering who the hell are they gonna add in next?
It's just I don't even know where the hell they. I think it's really funny that for a long time they're trying to get Nintendo to do Samus, and it's like,
I know. I remember that being.
It'll never fucking happen.
No, they'll never put any third part. They'll never, because then they would have to put it in the PC version, like. If
and
it's,
the Xbox version and the PS4 version.
No one would want to play only the Switch version for that.
Yeah,
and it's crossplay too.
In a million years.
No.
I don't even think you can do like crossplay across platforms with like the Nintendo shit in Minecraft, can you?
I don't think so. You can?
No, hang on. Wait, are
like
we talking
can you host like a Mario themed world and then have someone join?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
And that's like the closest example of like multi-platform game with crossover content.
Right.
Like,
There was
honestly,
like Nintendo-themed cars in Rocket League, and they wouldn't even show up on other versions of the game.
Yeah, I
You
think
know-
I remember that.
I'll be honest, I would not be surprised if in a year or two we got fucking Freddy Fazbear in Fortnite.
I feel like that could happen within this year, especially since the movie is out.
Let's be real here. The pedigree for what can include Five Nights at Freddy's content isn't exactly high.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Like, I mean,
think-
for fuck's
Memes just also power these things too, because like Peter Griffin, I feel like he wouldn't get in Fortnite if not for memes.
I mean,
Like I don't even think
I
there's a
still think,
Simpsons skin, is there?
I still
I
think
mean-
the most legendary meme thing to happen in recent memory for me is when they added Hugh Neutron to Nick All-Stars.
That was great, and I'm
And
sad
then
that they
gave
removed
him,
him.
they gave him a 360 taunt move where he does Chun-Li kicks. What the
Like,
fuck?
I'm so sad that he was the last DLC. Well, he was the first DLC character for that game, but they made such a big deal about it, and then in the sequel they don't have him at all. He's not even as DLC. It's
I
like
mean, at least Jimmy's there now.
I know Jimmy's there, but why can't we have both? Well, Hugh actually, I think Hugh is in the game, but he's in the campaign mode as like somebody to interact with, but not he's an NPC.
I only briefly played Nick All-Stars Brawl just for a laugh. I didn't even pay
Me
for
too.
it. So.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna.
Still think it's really funny that he could do Chun-Li kicks.
That is funny though,
Oh my
And
god,
he
you
was
set
like-
the whole thing on fire.
and he's like Wario too, because I think one of his side specials is like a motorcycle.
And he's the only character. He's like the only character in Nick All-Stars Brawl that has a back air.
Yeah. No, I thought they all had back air.
As far as I know, no.
I think Knuckles is screwing you over there.
Yeah. The twin idiot.
Fucking. Oh my god, if we could have Omni-Man in Fortnite, well, why can't we have Homelander in Fortnite?
Because they're reserved for Mortal Kombat right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know, man. Like, all-
Did you see the other Knuckles like panicking
Yeah,
as the ship went down?
He's gonna drown in the oil now.
Oh no.
He's fine. He's coming back. Does going in these submarines skip parts of the level?
Possibly. I know the level
Sometimes, but
construction
sometimes
around here
it's
is a bit
also,
weird.
Sometimes it's like required for you to progress. So
Right, there's like one
Early
later
in that
on.
phase.
Oh fuck you, Knuckles. I hate myself.
I hate all of you.
The implication of Knuckles telling a story where he and himself save the world is pretty sad. That means Knuckles has no friends.
I mean, he lives by himself mostly.
Poor guy.
We should do a deep character study into Knuckles.
There's been enough of those already.
I know there has. I'm just joking.
Y'all remember the YouTuber Steven Nux?
Yes.
Who?
He
I forget what he
disappeared.
did though, but the name is very familiar to me.
He did lots of like really good like just Sonic videos back in the day.
Yeah.
He eventually chilled the fuck out. I don't know what happened with him. Maybe he just started doing drugs or something. But he
Oh.
like chilled way the fuck out, like this guy. Like you could tell he was like fucking baked or something when he was in his videos. And then he just like stopped being like a YouTuber and disappeared. So
Sounds about right.
pretty wacky. Good guy, good videos. Just don't know why.
I remember that. I remember
I
seeing
guess he just
some.
quit being a. Yeah, I guess he just quit being a YouTuber.
That happens, you know. Not
But
everybody
Bader
can do
Manny,
it
4, 5,
forever.
6 went literally insane. That guy.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know what
unfortunate.
happened.
It's kind of sad.
I don't even know exactly what the details on it are. I just remember he like completely lost his mind at some point. I
Well,
hope
I
he's
think-
okay.
Yeah, I think he just has just some severe mental problems, just from like, probably from like stress and other things. So, but I don't really
When
want
he
to get
first
into
started-
it.
When he first started, I remember watching his videos when he first started, like back in the early days of the 3DS. He
Yeah,
did,
me
like,
too.
a playthrough of of Ocarina of Time 3D, and I was like trying to decide if I should buy a 3DS or not at the time.
Yeah.
And I think his videos is one of the reasons I actually decided to pick one up. So, don't know where you are now, Kobe, but hope you're doing alright.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Go Bonner Money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope he's fine.
I mean, obviously the whole YouTube, you know, the whole YouTube, YouTube cycle can be quite stressful, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, I still kind of feel like most people who, as long as you take the right approach to it, I think most people can probably deal with it to some degree. It just kind of worries me when I see all these creators who just like disappear like this.
Yeah.
It's not the first time it's happened, that's for sure.
Definitely
One of my
not.
favorite like meme.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't. Oh my god, it's almost hard. It's so hard to get out of the oil as Knuckles right there.
All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to the magnum opus of this playthrough.
Yeah.
So, who else was there? There's like a few. What other YouTubers can you think of who have like just like up and stopped really making anything?
I would say. I'd probably say. I don't know if I really want to say it, but I'd say Etika, but it's just for unfortunate reasons.
Yeah.
The situation with Etika is just a sad situation, really.
Right.
Yeah. God damn. I still have Joy-Con voice forever in all my socials because it's just I don't know. I just really love, like, back in high school, whenever I came home and I saw an Etika upload, I'd just be like, hell yeah, let's do this shit.
He was very good at bringing an energy to his content that not many other things.
Not many other people
Really,
can really
not
replicate.
yeah.
Right.
No, but and the thing is for him, you could tell it was genuine.
Yes, he was very.
Yeah.
He was a very genuine person.
Which is why it was. Which is why when other people try to like do what Etika did, it's like pretty transparently not. There's like a handful of people who can do it, who can be like, you know, have over the top reactions to things. But the thing is those reactions of Etika were his genuine reactions. He wasn't like playing it up
Right.
most of the time. Like sometimes he did, but like most of the time he didn't. You know.
His Xenoblade 2 playthrough on stream, probably one of the most genuine things he did.
God,
Yeah.
that Xenoblade 2 playthrough is just magical. It's just... Oh my god, dude, I want to tear up right now, but I can't.
It's okay. I really didn't want to bring it up, but you know.
What else is there? There's been other YouTubers that just disappeared. Steven Nux is one of the ones, like I said already. Weird that he disappeared. He made such good videos.
I'm trying to think of...
I think Super Geniuses could be one of them. You know who that is?
When I was a kid, there was this YouTube group that did a series of videos called "Is It a Good Idea to Microwave This?"
I love that
They
show.
disappeared.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they disappeared.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's only...
He appeared on one thing after that. I think was. This is like very obscure. The Runaway guys used to do like a bunch of game tournaments when they went to conventions. I think there's like a Mario Kart Double Dash tournament they ran, and I believe I think it was his name Johnny or something.
John, probably.
John from that show. He was in that.
Oh my god.
John, that guy John actually had his own YouTube channel for a while. I don't know if it still exists, but I remember watching him play through Super Mario World back in the day.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
He had like a
yeah.
full 96 exits playthrough or something.
Yeah, the Is It a Good Idea to Microwave This is one of my favorite YouTube stuff in the beginning.
I mean, to be
For the
fair,
record, I think the reason they stopped is just that they ran out of really interesting things to microwave.
I mean,
Right,
yeah,
that.
you can
And
only.
also,
You can only
it's probably really expensive too, and for like house upkeep and like.
I mean, there's only
buying-
really so much you can do with that concept before you realize, oh shit, what can I microwave today?
Yeah. We're gonna microwave a hot dog. No one's ever done that before.
Why would you
popcorn?
Why would you microwave a hot dog though?
They just do
Because
is it
I
a
lost
good idea
control
to
of my life.
microwave this, but on an April Fool's Day, they just do like we actually just microwave a freezer meal.
That would have been good. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
They should have. It would have been so smart.
You know what?
Release
Let's
an
make it
April Fool's
happen.
video every year.
make it happen, boys.
I wish we could manifest. Them
I don't
back
have
into
a-
existence, but
Yeah, I don't have a microwave in need of disposing for that. in no room to do so.
well, the other thing that keep in mind is that microwaves these days like break if you do anything weird with them,
Right.
like immediately, and then they're just dead because they want you to buy another microwave.
They want you they want the warranty money.
They just want everything's just planned to break now. That's how it is.
Right.
There's no like people want to talk. People try to claim that planned obsolescence is a myth, but it's really not. Things literally do not last like they used to. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is, and it sucks, but it's true.
Back in my day.
Back in my day!
People make it seem like it's like an old man yells at cloud type issue, but it's really not. Like
Right.
if
Oh,
you
shit.
sit down, collect the numbers, like the hard numbers, appliances and shit, even like fridges and shit, like they fail like after like 7, 8, and 10 years. So it's like, should you even buy one? Like of course you have no choice, but like you know, they're like they're
And then that's why the warranty is like so.
Look at how many
Prevalent.
lives he has now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we might go above.
We might get 69.
Yeah.
Please, Proto, do the funny thing.
Say the line.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Proto,
I've had
please,
enough of this.
I need you to get at least 12 more lives.
If you know the reference that I just made, then you deserve a cookie.
I don't remember that. I only know is not funny. Didn't laugh.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
I guess neither of you get the cookie. I'm surprised you don't know about this, being that your name is Stanley.
Is this Stanley Parable?
Yeah, there was
Yeah. Okay. I have
there
not
was
played
a-
Stanley Parable. That's why.
Yeah, you should. You should play it on stream.
It'll
It'll be a deeply personal experience.
I guess it would be.
No, you should play it if you've never. I mean, I guess if you've already watched YouTube videos of the game, you're probably like spoiled on it. But
Yeah, a little bit, but I think it'd probably still be good. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do that right now.
it'll be a fun thing to do. Maybe for like an April Fool's Day stream or something.
Yeah, maybe that'd be good. I'll think about it.
It's especially funny because you know your name is
name.
actually Stanley,
My last name, yeah.
right? It's close enough.
It's close enough. And my last job, I've been referred to as Stanley a lot, so it definitely will.
Right.
If we can...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he went through the door on his limb.
Can we get Morgan Freeman to narrate Stanley Parable 2? Like, is it an option?
I don't even know if they're gonna make another Stanley Parable.
No, I don't think they will. I'm just making a joke. Like the
would
narrator,
I would-
the narrator
the
of Stanley
narrator
Parable is
is,
also good.
He's like legendarily good.
Yeah, but
Because
also,
they made a Binding of Isaac mod, Anti-Birth, and when they did, they got the narrator from the Stanley Parable to do the opening cutscene.
Oh,
oh my
wow.
god.
It was like so fucking surreal. Like you start Anti-Birth and it's like instead of the normal narrator for Rebirth, it was the Stanley Parable guy, and you're like, what the fuck? It was such a fucking mindfuck.
I just think it's the Stanley Parable also just has Morgan Freeman narration all over it. You know,
Have either of you played Binding of Isaac much?
I
Nope.
have not, but I've seen a lot of it. I know it's roguelite, like Zelda 1 type game. You know.
I think I got true, or what is it, real Platinum God in Rebirth. And then I think I also did the same thing for whatever the hell it was called, 1001% or whatever for Afterbirth. But honestly, I could not be bothered
shit.
to keep going with it after Afterbirth Plus. So that game is like, I swear you could play that game for 10,000 hours and still get fucked. The game is just mean.
Right. I know. The game is just really hard on purpose.
It's a game that relishes in the suffering of the player, and well,
It's like it's supposed to be an
I do-
allegory for something.
yeah, I think it's good, but good lord. Sometimes it's rough.
It's not.
Frodo.
I don't think it'd probably be like I want to be the guy suffering, but it's close.
Frodo, please, I
What's
need
up?
you to get 11 more lives.
I'm trying.
We got a few levels left. It's fine.
Yeah. Still
We
plenty
got
of rings to
Metallic
go around.
Madness. We got Titanic Monarch.
You only got, that's 2 stages left.
There's still plenty of lives in both. Well, depending,
Four,
because it's
four
very
levels,
easy.
really.
It's very easy to get hit in those stages.
Well, yeah, but you have Super Sonic, so just or Super Knuckles, so just This has been a Super Knuckles playthrough. Let's be real here.
Well, I wasn't supersonic that much in 2 days ago, so.
Yeah, it's more than fair. We should do
Plus
a stream playthrough in multiplayer of Sonic Roll Blast too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would be so down for that.
we'll have to do that sometime.
Although, I would prefer Sonic Roller Blast 2 cart, but that's only because I want to show off the fucking shitty mods I have.
You said my mods were shitty.
We could do both. Although I think it would be best to take care of the base game first, just because I don't know if either of you actually sat down and ever played through it. It's really
I've
good.
not.
I have not.
It's a mouse and keyboard game, really. Seriously,
Damn
play it with a mouse and keyboard. I mean, you can play it with a controller, but you're going to suffer. For
Yeah,
doing
it's
so.
probably not very wieldy. Alright,
Oh my
we're
God,
getting
we're
close here.
We're getting close to the magnum opus of this stream.
If you must use a controller, I have a recommendation, and that would be the Steam controller, which I know it sounds weird, but for some reason the right touchpad is really good for camera controls, so it works well for Roboblast too. You just need precise camera movement. That's all it is. That's the only reason. It needs a mouse. Basically.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh, shit.
I forgot
Well-
I had to. I forgot I had to go up.
I mean, you can always, Well, Chief Freak, I think you might be winning this bet.
I have no idea, to be honest.
No, it's just it's a fun guessing game. You like games?
You like
So if I got it right twice in a row, would I win the second time?
Yeah, it's like I don't have anything to give him. I'm broke.
Yep.
bonk. Come on, I need to see Woody. Oh, hey, look, you can
Oh,
see
you know
Woody
what?
on it.
If I was right, you'd have to buy and play a Hat in Time on stream. You need to fucking play that game, dude.
I want to. It's on the list, but
Somebody, you guys need to really play. It's like so fucking good.
I've heard. One of my favorite things to do on PC games is see what fucking wacky mods I can find.
A Hat in Time is like fucking Steam Workshop support.
Right.
Oh my
it's
God.
got that
You
like
can
Reddit.
just, it's
You
right
can
in
do
the
whatever
game.
the hell you want. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just do it. It's fine.
Oh shit.
Fire.
Why is the fire affected by physics?
New technology. Thanks to Dr. Eggman's advanced technology, fire is now affected by gravity.
69,
Actually.
nice.
Wow, it's that one zone from the game everybody likes.
I like how you went super and then immediately lost it.
Well, I turned it off. Cause hey, look, it's the Super Emeralds, but you can't use them anymore. There he is. There he is, floating there.
Knuckles is like, I don't want to get zapped, goddammit.
Woody, give me back my Master Emerald. Now Woody's powering up. He's teabagging the Master Emerald.
He just has the cane floating next to him.
Yeah. Look at him do the Master Emerald. Oh my god.
Brendan B.
Oh.
How do you forget about this?
I don't know.
You forgot to go super.
I know I did, but I think it's more interesting. Ah, don't teabag my Master Emerald.
I was frozen today.
Because the cane breaking or the staff breaking made the same sound effect as the ice thing, so it triggered the same thing. Oh, but there's Woody.
There's a snake in my poop.
There's an echidna in my palace.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
I'm Woody. Howdy.
Howdy.
A fucking shark. Good.
That was.
Oh, guess what? It's not, the fun's not over yet.
God, why are you like this?
Because I'm funny. See, everyone's laughing because I'm funny. Quote Joker. Whenever that movie came out. Everyone's laughing because I'm funny. And then I killed Robert De Niro.
Yeah, such a good remix.
No, I got it, Blue Hunter. You're laughing. I killed Woody, but you're laughing.
I realize that my life is nothing but a comedy.
It's a Blue Hunter Zero, not Buzz Lightyear. Don't worry. He doesn't care.
Wait, how do I get there? I see that ring. I just love how appropriately faded in and out it gets. I don't know how to get to that ring.
Why am I so easily amused by this?
It's the only one so far that's really gotten you, so.
The chainsaw?
Yeah, that's the only one that you like are consistently giggling at, so it must be pretty good.
Well, that and Woody, so.
Woody's on a different level. It's funny because I forgot about it, and also that it's just a freaking weirded out sprite.
He was teabagging to be powered by the Master Emerald.
Oh my god, I don't even want to. Oh my god, I'm laughing about it post the fight where we're not even seeing him. Oh.
And we won't see him again for the rest of the playthrough.
No.
Imagine if you found him. Imagine if
I rate the stream 0 out of 10. No, not enough Totinos.
No, Totinos, yeah.
What about Olive Garden?
No stock Mania.
Honestly, the presence of Olive Garden in anything is automatically a -3 points. So.
Oh come on,
Olive Garden's gross,
bruh.
I don't even like pasta, so I can't even say anything.
I am a pasta snob, and I can tell you they're shit. So.
I'm just. I don't know. Stop Mania.
I'm just gonna be thinking about I'm gonna be just doing my own thing, trying to focus on something, and then Woody teabagging the Master Emerald is just gonna pop into my brain.
Get a load of this.
Oh, now get a load of this.
Here we go. It's the fucking Egg Viper boss fighting. Oh wait, no, Egg Walker. I'm sorry.
Get a load of this.
He killed Knuckles. I can't believe it. Oh, he's back. Good.
I don't know.
Get a load of this.
I think okay, so the one thing from Sonic Mania modding that killed me was fucking Stock Mania.
Stock Mania is funny as hell.
No, what gets me every time about that mod is that when you're in the Hydro City boss fight, Act 1, the fucking Eggmobile makes the Jetsons sound effect.
Yeah.
Like when I heard that for the first time,
sound effect.
Like when I heard that for the first time, I died laughing.
Well, it just reminds me of the mod for original Sonic 1, Sonic the Very Useful, where it's like the Thomas the Tank Engine mod, and then but if you drown, the drowning music's replaced by the Katina theme from Star Wars.
No. I think the most hilarious part about that ROM hack was the fucking Miley Cyrus Easter egg.
That was a product of its time, because like around that time, Wrecking Ball had just become really popular.
Oh my god! Wait, this was 10 years.
Yeah, it's more than 10 years ago.
Shit.
I think my favorite was Sonic, a completely ordinary Sonic ROM hack.
I forget what that one had.
It was basically the first time where Sonic DXD was like actual fucking ROM hack for once.
Like Sonic.exe was put into an actually good ROM hack?
Yeah, basically.
Was it horror or was it...
It was more just like a meme, to be honest. But it was like still a good ROM. It was actually well made, so.
The 7 Chaos Thomases.
Do 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 do.
You know, I could have also put in a mod here that I have in my mod loader. It replaces the train from Mirage Saloon Zone Act 1 with Sonic and Tails. As the train is replaced with Thomas at the front.
I just love all these fucking shitpost mods.
Yeah, they don't make any sense whatsoever. Somebody just had way too much free time to do it. They just thought of it as like, I'll do it.
The one mod from any game that will always get me is the fucking Shrek tank mod for Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh yeah, I love that one. And All-Star plays when he gets closer and it like fades out. And you get...
What? How do you do it in my swamp?
And that too, yeah.
There's that and the Johnny Bravo tank mod.
Is the Johnny Bravo one?
There's one for Johnny Bravo, yes.
Oh my god.
It is fucking hilarious. Nobody touches Johnny's jerky. and all the sound effects when it hits you are just the fucking slap sound effects from that show.
Oh my god. And it's like it's just Johnny Bravo and Coach fighting over jerky.
Nobody touches Johnny's jerky. Get off me!
That was such a good show.
There's
Like,
also
my parents remember, like, my parents don't remember a lot of shows they used to watch as a kid. Like, they remember a lot of the Cartoon Network stuff besides, you know, SpongeBob. And Johnny Bravo was one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wondered why my dad always sat down to watch Johnny Bravo with me.
I think Johnny Bravo had like one of the best Christmas specials of like the Cartoon Network stuff because they went like on a trip to like the North Pole after Johnny did something about Santa or something. And then on the way on the plane, all of a sudden Donny Osmond just smacks onto the windshield and it's like, hey, what's up? I'll just join you guys with whatever you're doing. And I was like, what the fuck? It's so random. Like no one knows who Donny Osmond is around that time.
God. I don't know. When you watch Johnny Bravo as an adult, you're just like,
Back in my day, we actually had good cartoons.
I feel like having like those kind of like restrictions placed on you forces you to actually like think about your jokes and how you're gonna pull this off.
Yeah.
Unless you're Ren and Stimpy, in which case you just obliterate the line.
Right. Ren and Stimpy just did whatever the fuck they wanted.
With a creator that I will not go into today.
You don't even have to. We all know. Okay.
Ah, don't worry, you're gonna save yourself from Eggman's gambling addiction.
This is Egg Dealer. This is the beta Egg Dealer.
Gotcha pawn machine.
I got an Eggman. Damn it.
Damn it. It's not super mint rare condition.
And now it exploded.
I killed him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Proto, you just need 9 more lives, please.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get 9 lives in Titanic Monarch.
Yeah.
He might lose a couple though.
I might lose a couple. Also, hope everyone in chat's having a good day. Haven't really like shouted them out yet, but like they've been awesome, even though no one's actually chatted besides Cheever.
Hold on, I can fix that for you.
Feel the power of
There you go. If you guys can only see the channel point things, right? Because I think I have some like actual bit cheer alerts or something. I know I have like a Freddy Fazbear one.
Wait, what?
I forget how I did it. I have to look at my sound alerts, but
Or
that never leaves my brain. And like ever since there's this one like TikTok video of like it was like a dub over of like a South Park scene where like Mr. Garrison is trying to tell Cartman that Freddy Fazbear doesn't exist, even though Cartman just saw Freddy, and then Freddy comes in the room and he just goes horror, 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 horror.
Freddy Fazbear. Why does
I
that
don't
make
know why
me-
that's so funny to me. It's just
I don't know why. I think it's the way it's said that makes it funny.
Yeah. We're almost there. I don't know why.
It's like Stream Avatars finally remembers Dynamic Art of War.
Yeah.
That's nice. Took it long enough.
I'm trying to think. The freaking spears that you know they're obviously from Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3. But I always remember when, even though I don't like gumballs, they just remind me of gumballs. Even though it's probably because there's also the other special stage from Sonic 3 that had you at the machine.
Yeah.
But the electric orbs also just remind me of that too. I want to see what's over here.
Makey and breaky.
I didn't know that was there.
Toast.
Toast. Ghost! Ghost! Toast.
This is definitely Titanic Monarch.
Yes.
Is it
It's
really?
probably
Is it-
it's unfortunately probably the weakest of the original zones. But
I think it's a pretty fitting final zone.
I think it is too, but I think it's the weakest in terms of just like stuff you do in the level and just the just like all the stuff you get hit by,
Well, it has the best of.
It definitely tries a little too hard to be more of a Sonic level than it does to be a final level, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I actually feel like that's
well,
if anything,
it's-
kind of an improvement, although I still think I prefer Death Egg Zone from Sonic 3.
Yeah, me too. It's
Yeah.
definitely it definitely fits the criteria of Metropolis and Scrap Brain Zone.
I still think Death Egg is probably my favorite of the final zones from the original trilogy.
Yeah. Although you did get a hit, I got hit a lot in Death Egg as well. So
I think the
I mean-
music made it for me.
music was good too. Yeah. Ah.
Proto, you gotta hit the yoinky sploinky.
I gotta hit the yoinkies. I need to make that a sound alert, like the Shulk and Ryan voice editing yoinky sploinky thing.
Has anyone done one for Rex?
I don't know, possibly.
I know there's one for Lance and Noah and one for Matthew and A.
You need to add a voice clip for that's just Rex's double spinning edge, said 10 times in a row.
Oh
Double
no!
spinning, double.
And then after the last one, it's him dying.
Yep.
And the
Damn it! I don't know if
Well-
I'll ever get the achievement of going through this zone without getting hit.
Well, joke's on you, Xenoblade fans. I was a Rex stan from the very beginning.
Yeah, me too. It's like, where were you guys?
I never wasn't a Rex fan. I thought Rex was fine.
People hate things too much.
Granted, I also was pretty late to the Xenoblade 2 party. I kind of I only played Xenoblade 2 shortly after I started watching proto streams really.
Yeah,
So
that was like 2 years ago.
yeah, so
I mean,
I never had any thoughts about Xenoblade 2 aside from, oh yeah, I should really play that at some point, but I
Well,
didn't
did
have
you
a
play
Switch for the
one?
longest time. Well, yeah, of course. It was like a
Oh.
integral part of my my teenage years. But I was like, well, I have to see if I can find a copy of Xenoblade 2 for a good price because I'm not going to buy it digitally.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Although it is
took
on
me a
sale
while to-
digitally, I just saw. Which
yeah,
is nice.
I spent a significant amount of time looking for Xenoblade 2, and at that point I was like, okay, well now that I found a copy and was able to secure it, now I'll go out and buy Definitive Edition and play that until my copy of 2 arrives. So I did that, and I got to.
Crap, I didn't get
50 rings.
yeah, I don't have enough for so we're doing this raw.
Oh my god. How do you even do this legitimately?
That's a good question.
Die.
Aside from damage sponging.
You get hit, and then you die, and then you lose.
Yeah, how are you supposed to do this? Like when the balls go out?
You said balls.
Horror.
Horror.
Yeah, I'm just gonna damage sponge this. It's just like the final boss of CD. At least this is easier than the actual Death Egg mini boss. Knuckles.
You didn't even really gimp your jump that much.
No.
Knuckles.
Knuckles moment indeed.
Alright, now you can hit him.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, hey, little buddy Knuckles actually did something for you.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Now, Insig Chuckle. I don't know. The 5-finger knuckle shuffle double chuckle Knuckles. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get 9 more or 8 more lives.
If anything, you might lose a few.
Probably.
Maybe not.
No funny number. This playthrough sucks, man.
It's fine. It probably showed up in the timer a bunch of times.
Yeah. Also had 69 rings quite a few times.
Granted, it probably showed up so fast you didn't get to see it, but still.
Yeah. Real people know when to pause the frame for it.
Yep. If you're a real G, just pause it at the right time.
And then point and laugh at it like in like a soy jack meme.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably like the way they did this final act is probably not my favorite. It's just kind of boring
I like
to
the
me.
second act more than the first one, but maybe I'm biased because I really like these gravity ball things, and there's more of them in this level than there's in the other one.
I mean, it's fine enough. It's definitely better than a lot of other Sonic final zones, but like definitely doesn't interest me as much as the other zones I've played through.
No, I think about it. Did Sonic Adventure have a proper final zone?
When you count Final Egg.
Final egg.
Well,
It depended on who you're playing as.
yeah. Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot with that one. I mean, Adventure 2 had Final Rush and Final Chase, and those were pretty good.
And you want to count Canon's Core as well.
Oh, yeah. Do I, though? Yeah, I'll count.
Yes, because it's part of the last story.
My favorite song from Sonic Adventure is always going to be Bad Taste Aquarium, purely because the name is really funny and
The name is really good. Well, it also rocks too. Like
Wait, what's...
that's
what
the
is it?
that's Hot Shelter Part 1.
Oh, that was Part 2.
Part 2 is shit. I forget what it's called in the soundtrack. I forget what Part 2 is called in the soundtrack.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You managed to kill Knuckles there in an interesting way.
Oh, what's the song that plays during Red Mountain Act 2?
Red Hot Skull. That's a really good track.
Red Hot Skull, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's like a Jet Set Radio track, but in Sonic. That's not, Naganuma.
I feel like if you tried hard enough, you could really make that into a sick rap beat.
You could. I mean, it already sort of is. It samples music already, so it's kind of like one. It samples sound bites, not music.
Ah, interesting. But I honestly prefer the first song for Red Mountain a lot more.
I like it. I forget if Red Mountain Act 1 is in the song selection for Sonic Frontiers, because like Chaos Island reminds me a lot of running around Red Mountain, and like the music for Chaos Island that was composed for it sounds a lot like Sonic Adventure music as well, so it gives me a lot of vibes of that.
Favorite zone music from a Sonic Advance game?
I'm gonna say this is hard because I'm probably gonna say something from Advance 3.
Route 99.
Fine.
Route 99 is good, but
Advanced 3 has good music.
I'd probably say Chaos Angel.
Yeah, Chaos Angel's really good. I think
Ocean
my
Base is really
favorite
good too, though.
I think my favorite is from Advanced 2. It's what's it called?
Hot Crater?
Hot Crater. So.
Hot Crater's really good too. Like that is definitely like up there.
However, both Techno Bass and Cybertrack have really good music too.
They do too, yes.
Super
Wait,
underrated.
Which game had Music Factory?
That was
Music Factory.
Or
Music
what was
Plant
it?
is Sonic
sorry.
Advance 2.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I just didn't know which one. I actually just didn't know. There's one Sonic game that I've never played, and that is Sonic Rivals. I've never played it, so I don't really know what's even in that game. So
I don't
you could have
think
been
it's- I don't
referring
think
to
anything
that,
like
and I
that's
would
in
have
that
had no
game.
idea.
Music
I would
Plant.
have had no idea.
Music Plant's
Plant's
pretty good.
Music Plant, I like the level, but honestly, the music is like a little lackluster given the, given the theme. You'd think it'd be better.
Right.
The only thing, well, there's a lot of things I don't like about Sonic Advance 2, but the one thing I really hate about Sonic Advance 2 are those freaking boss fights, man.
Advance 2? Oh, those are fine.
I hate the
Those
special.
are-
I hate the special rings.
I hate
'Cause,
the special stages, but the boss fights are fine.
I just don't like the idea of constantly chasing them down, you know?
I mean, I can understand like not liking that for the whole game because they do it for the whole game and don't really change it up that much. But they're still okay.
Come on, Proto. Just 7 more lives.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, one sec, just let me pull 700 rings out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just go into debug mode really quickly.
I don't have that turned on. No. Wait, hang
Your
on.
rings.
My rings, my beautiful rings.
God. Whoever thought of the combiner ring should get a raise.
Well, that was before this game, so nobody from this game.
You want to give a raise to the guys who made Knuckles Chaotix? Ugh. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Blue Hunter.
I mean, they tried. They tried. Okay, they tried.
They probably did deserve a raise, but not for that.
Not like this. Oh, did you see that? He
Wait, what?
like Knuckles 2 died and like fell like really fast down the middle of the screen.
All right, now go fight Robotnik.
I'm gonna use my super form this time since I didn't do it last time.
Coward.
Well, I did it right the first time. Now I get
Okay,
a chance.
both of you have to name a Sonic game you haven't beaten.
Hard. Because like if I haven't beaten is how you haven't played for me.
Well, it has to be one you've played but never beaten.
Sonic and the Secret Rings.
I guess I should say that
Fair.
as well.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, I think, let me think here.
Oh, here's one. Sonic Superstars.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
You should really finish that because I want to see your reaction to the final boss.
I've seen the final boss already because I didn't give a shit.
I want to see your reaction to the final boss for the secondary mode.
All right, we'll get to it at some point.
Yeah, because I want to see you get mad.
Yeah, like I haven't been mad at a Sonic boss since like Devil Doom.
Devil Doom's easy.
No, he's pissed me off because you can barely hit him. It feels like you should be able to hit him, but you don't.
That's all I have to say about that. Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
By the way, you will never see that on my stream because fuck Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, it's like you were expecting it to be suffering, and instead you just got. It's a game. You know.
If I really wanted to suffer, I'd fucking play Sonic. I can't think of anything. Fuck.
You'll do it for content.
Yeah, I'd do it for content. But regardless, back to Sonic Mania here. Just hit Robotnik a few more times and he'll be donezo.
I'm trying to think of a Sonic game I haven't beaten that I played.
Have you played Sonic Labyrinth?
I beat that one before.
Probably some of the Game Gear games I would say for me, but
I guess Tails Sky Patrol. I never beat that. Not that I couldn't. It's not that hard. It's just, you know.
No, you just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, it's just like, am I in the mood for like a weird Tails shmup? Not really.
I wish we could have replaced this with Woody.
Yeah.
But
Knuckles
it's
can only
a
get here when
Sonic
you
game
play
or
in
a
Knuckles
Tails
mode.
game. Oh, you know, that's a game that you guys, I don't know, have you guys actually sat down and ever played Tails Adventures on the
Nope.
game?
I tried to, but it's kind of a guide game.
It's really not that bad, actually.
No,
You
it's
could
not.
pretty easily
It's
get
not.
through it.
Yeah.
Wait, how the fuck is Knuckles flying?
Why not?
This song is so good, and it's such a shame that they never got a chance to use the pinch mode version of it.
Yeah. And also, it's a shame they had to put Fist Bump in it, even though Fist Bump without the lyrics is okay.
I love Fist Bump. Fuck you. It's a good song.
There is a game a cover by Johnny Atma of Gay Metal. You should check out.
Yeah, I know
this
who
song.
that is. I listen to him all the time.
Yeah, really good. I was listening to that guy before he was even on YouTube. He was on Newgrounds for years as the Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
his earlier shit kind of sucks,
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you start out.
but it was still better than a lot of people's other shit on Newgrounds. So
Yeah.
he's gotten so much better over the years.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whoa.
Whoa.
My God.
Robotic just froze for a second.
Well, he just came out of nowhere, like fake out.
Together we can show the world what we can do.
Together we can die. I don't know.
Heavy King was just knocking you around.
Yep.
Well, hey, at least you're holding on to your rings this time.
Yep. Yup.
Oh,
That was skillful.
I don't think I've ever seen that work. At least for me, because I never
Yeah.
use that attack, because it costs 10 rings.
I kind of really don't like how they tried to tie in Mania to Forces at all.
No, I
was
don't
kind
like
of
it
No.
either. It's just
It was-
how shitty
it's-
Forces is.
It's bad in hindsight.
Well, it's bad because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
More importantly, why are you trying to make, like, Classic Sonic his own fucking separate dimension? What the fuck? You're the Sonic from the other dimension! You have no idea how much that pissed me off.
There's so much dialogue in that game that pisses me off.
Together we can show the world what we can do.
I mean, come on, we're looking at the mastermind of Operation Big Wave here.
What?
The military maneuver Knuckles used that got 80% of his forces killed.
Oh my god. Also, here's the Knuckles is Chaotix title theme.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic and Mania and Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
This is a cute little drawing.
It is.
By the way, did you know the artist who made these drawings was the same guy who made that one cursed comic?
Yeah, I know Tyson. It's Tyson Hess.
Yeah.
He's been working on Sonic for a while now, and I know he made that comic.
Yes, the true classic, Nipples the Enchilada.
Yeah. He breaks the stone with his rock hard fist nipples.
Oh, it's getting a little chilly, isn't it?
God damn it.
It's back
I
to
don't know if you
Rouge.
guys saw that, but a while back, T-Lopes posted an unused version of the credits theme. To
Yeah,
the show.
I saw that. That's pretty good.
Pretty cool.
Was it a medley?
No, it was just a different variation of the Discovery theme. Which is, you know, the prototype name for this game was Sonic Discovery.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, this is where I take my leave. Good night,
Yeah, I'm probably
nerds.
gonna go get some food here, but I probably will be like somewhere on Discord later tonight playing Fortnite. So
Alright, later, nerds. Bye-bye.
we'll see you later. But yeah, so I guess I'll just kind of talk about what's next for this week. I probably will play Sonic Mania again with Encore mode. We'll get to that. Also, I really like this theme here. It's pretty cool.
I believe this theme is not actually by T-Lopes.
It's
If I
not.
recall, I believe that this theme was actually done by I think Falk, maybe it was the guy who does like the audio mastering or something.
Oh, okay.
something like that. Kind of weird, right?
It is kind of weird. But yeah, we will do this mode next time we play Mania. But I think I'll probably get back into Xenoblade 2 this week. There's also another game I was thinking about doing too. I can't remember what I told myself. I'm so bad.
Yeah, I found it. It's called Double Take.
Double Take. Okay.
It is indeed by Falcao Young.
It's pretty cool.
That guy does a lot of mastering work for all kinds of stuff. He's done like, I think he did like I've seen his name in credits of anime and shit. Like
really? Wow.
Yeah, he just does a lot of stuff. I think he's just a really talented audio mastering guy. So.
Definitely. I legit told myself I was gonna play another game besides Xenoblade 2 as well.
Play a Kirby game.
Kirby game. I don't know. I'll post on my Discord and Twitter when I figure out what I told myself because I forget everything. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. And yeah, so definitely if you have not followed before, please follow. Think about subscribing. Do all that. And thank you to all the artists here. Thank you, Cheat Freak, for joining as always. I know I tagged you because you wanted to see Woody and Blue Hunter for that as well. And let's raid somebody. I'm gonna raid Toad in Wonderland because it's his birthday today. I didn't know if he would still be streaming, but thankfully he is. So everybody go say hi. Or play Mario Party too. Alright. And I will see you all next time with Xenoblade 2, this game, or something else. So see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.